Leave the memories alone. Goodbye, Jack. We hope one day you and Insure come back. In your head we'll live forever in our hearts, lingering on like Andre the Giant's farce. Endless questions from Lexer and Neal. Never again really gets us in the fields. Raw report put us all to sleep, but Stephen was a good piece. Leave the memories alone. Goodbye, Jack. We hope one day you and Insure come back. We love Jackson, Clinton, and Juju B, not to mention the ones we never see. Shout out to William Morey, your memories will be full of glory. Swat says forevermore, all now part of the Heady lore. Leave the memories alone. Goodbye, Jack. We hope one day you and Insure come back. Go, go, Clinton and Goosey. It's time for Jack to flee. Leave the memories alone. Goodbye, Jack. We hope one day you and Insure come back. Leave the memories alone. Goodbye, Jack. We hope one day you and Insure come
I have come here to chew bubblegum and kick ass. And I'm all out of bubblegum.
If you want to be a wise guy, you can do it anyway. If you want to be a strong man, you can do it anyway. If you want to be an Indian chief, cowboy, you can do it anyway. You can't do it anymore.
The most electrifying line in sports entertainment today. If you smell what the Rock is cooking, hate me if you can survive if I let you. I'm figuring and thinking there's nothing to stop my soul man Randy Savage now. I'm the man. I'm the icon. And yes, you can't bow. I am God.
The number one show on the net that leaves the best in your head like Goldberg Net. For the punks and the perverts, niggas that'll work for Terry Funk and Knox Baker. Jay, Isman, and Barney, they got the cheap beat, so sit back and have a seat. They got questions from the fans, in your head is the man from Australia to Japan.
Jake down the road, get back to Mississippi. We are bigger, we are faster, and we are
gentlemen, we are live here once again at In Your Head Wrestling Radio. I'm the internet icon, the pride of the pilgrims, the most honest man in all the podcasting lands. And many say, a damn handsome man. Formerly Jackie Jones. Nasty Neal is here. All right, we got a, what do I have? Jurassic Express shirt. Very topical. They're in all the news right now. So I did not get the AEW pay-per-view, I have to say. I was a man of my word. Kevin Knight, he's a scrub. Should not be in a main event. I didn't buy it. Look, he's fine. He's like a guy, but I mean, let's get on. Let's be honest. He should not be main eventing a pay-per-view. Pay-per-views now, they cost $50, $40 if you have HBO Max. So they should be a big deal. And I couldn't care less about Kenny Omega versus Kevin Knight. I don't think I really care about much of anything on the show. Not to be a negative Nancy like Jonathan Jackson here. Heady Award winner Jonathan Jackson, but maybe not next year because he's really getting negative here. He's like, screw Harley Race, screw Paul Bearer, F you Terry Funk, Dory Funk, who heard of that bum? He's like, give me Danhausen, give me the Highlanders. I want to hear from the Demand. I want to hear from all those losers in NXT. It's like he does not want to hear legends. His new gimmick should be just fine. Yeah, he could be like the modern day above average Mike Sanders. That's a good example, actually. Would you have bought like NWO Uncensored 1999 if the main event was Kevin Nash defending the title versus Mike Sanders? And I would say Mike Sanders, better promo, more personality, more charisma. Kevin Knight, it would be like Rick Fuller. It'd be like, yeah, this guy is he exists, he's fine, he's capable. He shouldn't be main eventing a pay-per-view. And then, then there's people on the social media like, hey, asshole, Nasty Neal. What about the WWE that you love, that you sacrifice, children for? And they've got the same main events in every show. Look, for one thing, I haven't watched WWE in years. And there's a big middle ground between every show is the same five guys. CM Punk versus Cody Rhodes for the 87th time. Randy Orton's back. It's always the same, like, five guys. And then to say, well, we want new people in the main event, totally get that. That doesn't mean you just got to throw some bum in there. You've got a roster of like 572 people. I went over the whole roster last week, and this is not a bit. This is real. There was 35 people that I picked off the top of my head that were, to me, was a no-brainer to be a main event of a pay-per-view over Kevin Knight. And I probably could have argued 5 or 10 other people. And probably everyone else on the roster was like, you could throw them in the air. Like, yeah, okay. It could be Kevin Knight. It could be J.D. Drake. Who cares? About the same. Good Lord. This guy's all about Tommy Dreamer. Are you like Tommy Dreamer's like his brother or something? What's going on here? Why of all people, nothing against Tommy Dreamer, but why of all people is this the guy that you're just like, you will die on the Tommy Dreamer hill? Tommy Dreamer, I'm trying to find. I interviewed Tommy Dreamer. Let's go find it. Let's go find this. This was back in the days of old. Why is that not? It says it's not available. Why is my Tommy Dreamer interview not available? It says it's gone. Who reported my Tommy Dreamer interview? What the hell's going on here, folks? Find this. Now I'm confused. Did someone take down my Tommy Dreamer interview? Of all people, they're like, you can't have Tommy. Oh, here he is. I found a link and it said it was taken down. All right. This is going to be for Perfect Storm and all the time. I never thought we would have so many Tommy Dreamer marks in the audience. In 2026, friggin' love Tommy Dreamer. You guys are just like, we must preserve the memory of Tommy Dreamer. So here we go. Let's just watch the whole show together. It's not that long. I think it's about 5 minutes.
We're gonna find you, we'll never mind you. We'll drag you home and then we'll fucking grind you. Oh, you'll be hurt.
Neal here at Rocket Shock in Worcester, Massachusetts, and I'm with Tommy Dreamer,
I was twice the
Innovator
man.
Violence, and Rosita from Total Nonstop Action Wrestling. And we're here to talk about self-storage. Why don't you tell us about that, Tommy?
Self-Storage is a film that
I
from
was
Woodhaven
twice the
Productions,
man I am
myself
now.
and Rosita are in it. We're here to really promote it. We're here because we believe in it. It's actually a pretty scary flick. She passed out in one of the scenes.
Wow.
It was pretty
Did.
cool.
Passed out.
We think maybe the set might have been actually haunted, but she
I
did.
should grow those
in the thing, we
sideburns
lost
back.
2 girls. They passed out, which is pretty cool. I didn't pass out, and I was in the room for like 3 hours. But again, it's.
I
it's a
think
lot of fun.
Rosita
This is
was
my
giving
first
me
time
the
doing
eye. What do you
science
think, Perfect
fiction,
Storm?
convention
Jonathan
like this,
Jackson?
more of an idea with like the wrestling fans.
She was
And
into
this
some
is
nasty
awesome.
Neal,
It's
I
like
think.
wrestling fans time.
Look at those
1000
rings.
because
1000.
they come dressed.
So Wolfman
as
ring
favorite characters.
and
100%.
a
She's got her
werewolf
spikes on.
ring.
She looks even hotter.
Thanks.
Kind
Kind
of
of like an LOD kind of thing going on. Maybe Demolition.
100%. But I mean, it's great. The science fiction fans and horror fans, they're like wrestling fans. They have such passion for. We're all outsiders. We're all
Lots of
misfits. We're all outcasts. But yet, this is where we could all come together as a
Now
family.
he's winning me
and
back
celebrate
over.
our
I take it
freedom.
all back, Tommy
Celebrate our
Dreamer.
freedom. I love that.
Exactly.
Celebrate self-storage, really.
100%. Now get back in my pocket. That's where I keep it.
I'll hop
Put it
right
in my
in.
jacket.
It's a pretty cool purple shirt.
Mind the spikes this time.
What do you
I think
your
that's the
wrestling
same
background,
shirt I wore
was
for
reason
DJ
you didn't pass
Curly
out
Bear.
Like Tommy's talking about here.
Okay, first of all, I passed out because I didn't get enough water that day. So keep in mind, hydrate if you want to stay awake. I guess I will
agree.
say
You gotta
that.
stay
She was also,
hydrated.
guys, let me tell you, for the film, she was bound in leather and chains.
Yes.
Right before. Eric
Whoa!
Roberts killed her.
Tommy getting all
Sadly, he killed
pervy.
me, so if you think you can get
Tommy
any sort of
perv alert.
arousal, you'll see her and be like, yeah, and then, oh wait, there's Dreamer in his man boobs.
That's
So
doing
I'm
it.
sorry. I wanted to go topless. They wouldn't let me. Next film, I will do full-blown nudity.
That's just all uphill
Something
for
to
me.
look forward to. I mean, hey, I'd say that. Yeah.
Now I know you got the Singapore canes here.
Yes.
Can I pick one up?
Of course you
All
can.
Now, they
That's
are-
the real deal. That's what I got lashed with. I hit one of the people here today. Just asked me. You just missed it. I dropped him with a cane shot. That's the real deal. That's what happened to me. I have scars on my back to prove it.
Yeah.
I feel scars are better than tattoos because they have better stories.
Fully agree.
And yep, that's what kind of made my career, and I'm happy to still have a career.
Yeah. Thank you, sir. May I have another?
100%.
Are you selling those? You just have them for pictures?
No, I sell them, and they're a photo op.
Yeah.
I got to come with props. She looks great. This is all you get, so I got to come with props, barbed wire. I got to bring everything to get people to buy my picture. This, they're just like, bam, I want that. So,
See,
it's
look
gonna-
at old
Well, if we
pervy
wanna see
Tommy.
self-storage, how are we going to go about that?
I believe they said it got picked up by Universal. It's going to have a limited release, DVD.
I do have that
video on
hat. It's
demand.
upstairs,
It's
actually.
really, Woodhaven Productions is really on the rise.
hand painted.
And they have a lot of famous people attached to the film, and we're really excited to be a part of it.
April, right?
100%.
I think it's April. April.
did off
2013, I
camera,
believe,
Jack.
it
They
came
said.
out. Yep.
They got a film coming out
Up in the
tomorrow,
hotel room.
Infected, where it's going to debut, and they're going to show the trailer for this. But in self-storage, it's it's got Eric Roberts, Michael Berryman.
Amazing.
How sweet, Michael Berryman.
It's a really cool.
And
cast.
you had an awesome part.
Yeah.
You had an awesome
Don't
part.
give it away yet.
Oh,
saying.
spoiler
Just
alert!
I already teased it with my Tommy Dreamer nudity. Come on now.
Okay.
If that doesn't get you to buy a movie, what will?
Already pre-ordering now. All right, well, thank you for talking to us.
Oh, thank you for having me. If you ever, my first time here, and they tell me tomorrow's even better. I'm looking forward to it. Thank you for being fans. Thank you for being any type of fans, because again, we all can come together and celebrate something we love. Thank you so much.
Absolutely. Thank you.
There you go. That's over on my horror channel, Without Your Head. You go check that out. Bunch more interviews, endless interviews on both channels here. Without Your Head and In Your Head. All right. Where the hell was I? Did you? No. I've never seen it. But you know what? I bet it's good. Is it out there anywhere? Let's look it up. I bet it's streaming somewhere. I can't just stream it live on the show, but let's look it up. Self-storage. Well, maybe I could find the trailer. Self-storage Tommy Dreamer. It's got to be out, right? Self-storage Tommy Dreamer film. It's got Michael Berryman in it. Eric Roberts has been in over 850 movies. So it should be easy to find. Eric Roberts. Self-storage trailer. 13 years ago, is that right? Yeah, that must be right. All right, I found it. We're going to watch a trailer together. Give me 1 sec. Self-storage with Eric Roberts, Michael Berryman, Rosita, and Tommy Dreamer. The dream casting. TNA was the best story of the Dark Side of the season. All right. Yeah, we got the poll up now. I'll vote in it. I see Mr. Choboat is in the chat. Help out. Share this out to the world. Share this out on your Facebook, your Instagram, your X. Jonathan Jackson shares it over on his Grindr, on your Friendster, MySpace, all the social medias. Hit the like button, subscribe, and help the channel out. Become a member. We need some new sponsors. We're down to the Lurker and Brian Matthew Clutter, our most loyal listeners. And they're going to get their name mentioned throughout the show, popped up all the time. Join the $10 tier, become a sponsor, or make a one-time donation, and you will also get it. Here we go. Here we go, folks. Self-storage. Meet Jake.
That work.
Grow.
Don't you do that, Chobo.
It's
Don't
funny
be
back then when
smoking
you
the
were a
bomb.
kid. It's fucking pathetic now, pal.
Bam!
Jake's
That's you
co-worker.
again.
Damn.
Rebecca Conway, age 26,
Uh-oh.
mother of 2, is now
That
missing
Tommy's
for
getting
3
all
days.
pervy now.
Hey, Rebecca.
Oh, Eric Roberts. He's doing his Tommy Dreamer impression. Oh,
After tomorrow
shit.
morning, there will be no more self-storage.
Fuck it, you heard me. Bring everything you got. Looks like we finna have a party after
Who's that dude? Oh, yeah. Got a party down. It's like a good time. You got some booze, you got some red cups, you got some sex. A night of fun.
But that's not possible. They come at night. They want
Comes
everything.
a night of terror.
We gonna... Jake and his friends.
Okay, brother.
Do it up,
We
Eric
do what we
Roberts.
do, only a hell of a lot faster.
Sleeper hold.
We gotta get the fuck out of here. Somebody's killing everybody.
Where the hell's
I don't
Tommy
know who-
Dreamer?
I don't know why. It's like rigged, so we can't get out.
Now what do we do?
Is he even in this?
That's a really good question.
I don't see Rosita or Dreamer.
Now, we got a plan.
He just lied, I think. this
What
Dreamer?
the fuck happened to you? Rough night.
Michael Berryman.
It tickles. Oh, it's going to tickle a lot more.
Eric Roberts is in this. Why wasn't Eric Roberts here? So the guests at the show were like guys have cameos in the movie? Tom DiNucci. Perfect Storm's a big fan of Tom DiNucci. Self-storage, you're not even in the trailer. There he is. There's Tommy. Hell yeah. All right, Tommy was telling the truth. He was in it. Getting killed. I didn't see Rosita. Tommy Dreamer was in the movie. Don't get Perfect Storm going. He's gonna get his buddy to call in. Get all pissed. Oh, he popped up right at the end. He's getting killed right at the end of the trailer. I didn't see Rosita though. Maybe she's not really in it. But anyway, there we go. Self-storage looks pretty fun. Looks like a fun. All kidding aside, looks like a fun movie. Check it out. I bet it's streaming somewhere. Let's look it up quick. Self-storage, where to stream with Eric Roberts. Self-storage, horror thriller starring Eric Roberts is available to stream for free with ads on Tubi. You can also rent or purchase a movie digitally through Prime Video or Apple TV. It's only $1.99 to rent. You can buy it for $5, so you can watch it free with ads on Tubi. Synopsis: a night watchman in a highly secure storage facility invites his friends over for a party, but the good times turn deadly when guests begin disappearing, one by one. Starring Eric Roberts as Walter, Michael Berryman, and Jonathan Silverman. Runtime 1 hour and 32 minutes. Self-storage. IMDb. It's rated 3.1 out of 10, which does not really mean anything, to be perfectly honest. Most horror movies are going to be like around 5, to be serious, folks. All right, cast here. We've got Kevin DeCristofano. But he's rumored to be in it. So they don't even know this movie came out 14 years ago, and they don't even know if he's in it. Eric Roberts, Jonathan Silverman. Is that just some guy who like puts his name on stuff and says, hey, I'm rumored to be in this movie? Michael Berryman, Sean Lesser, Tom DiNucci, Dave Gear. Yep, I see Thea Trinidad is in the movie. So is it Nick Principe, a friend of mine. Nick Principe. He's been on the show many times. Tommy Dreamer. You know who Tommy Dreamer plays? He plays the big victim. The big victim. It doesn't even say, Rosita doesn't even have a name. Chad Verdi, Sarah Verdi. See if there's any other wrestlers. I don't think so. Bunch of other people. All right. So there you go, folks. Someone gave it 10 stars out of 10. Let's see. I have to sign in. Let's read that. 4 out of 10. A low-budget, low-rent slasher flick. As unusual for this particular genre, the film is blighted by poor scripting and poor acting. Not to mention a god-awful soundtrack, as another reviewer has mentioned. It's automatically bottom-of-the-barrel stuff. Damn, this guy's pretty harsh. Albeit, with a single exception. Somebody brought in cast members Eric Roberts and Michael Berryman, teamed them up with lots of humorous one-liners. Well, if you think it's humorous one-liners, how can it be terrible script, bitch? Let's see. This guy gave it 10 out of 10. Director Tom DiNucci, working from his own well-crafted script, brings one of the most disturbingly frightening films in decades to the screen. Eric Roberts gives one of his finest performances as Walter in this horrific story of a self-storage maze where madness reigns supreme. The suspense is unrelenting and the terror so intense it's unimaginable. The director masterfully creates an atmosphere of dread and stark raving fear, never falling into any cliche traps. The characters are well developed, and we soon to care for them deeply as they fight for their very lives. A stunning film of unknown terror and overwhelming tension. This is one motion picture that demands to be seen. Holy fuck. That guy's like, this is like the fucking Silence of the Lambs or something. The guy wrote that, J.T. Home 51. Do you think he's the director? Or his buddy or something? I bet if I would look him up, he's probably never reviewed another movie. Here's what this guy gave it 1. This is the last one I'll read. So we had the 10 out of 10. And we had a 4. We had a middle of the road, a 10, and here's a 1. The best word I can muster is pathetic. I'm not one to use hyperbole a lot when reviewing films. I never use worst movie ever, or this movie makes me want to rip my eyes out, etc. That said, this movie is awful. Although it's probably not the worst I've ever seen, it's the worst all-around film I've seen in a long time. By all around, I mean the acting, writing, directing, music, editing, the works. It's all bad, with no real bright spot at all. Without giving anything away, the film follows a young guy who works at the storage facility, who decides to invite friends over to his job to have a small party after hours. Soon, the carnage begins, and the party turns into a fight for survival. The filmmakers try their hardest to make the plot more than just a slasher film, but their ideas fall completely flat and begs for answers to logical questions. These questions are never answered as a result, I suspect, of lazy filmmaking. For example, of lazy filmmaking, in this first 5 minutes of the film, you see the main character playing a guitar, smoking weed, and basically acting like a slacker. This montage during the credits is meant to tell us that this is the cool guy. But, like any bad filmmakers, they use a series of stereotypical actions to show us this fact. This model of using stereotypes is pretty much followed for every character in the film. So much so that some characters don't even appear to act like human beings, but cartoonish stereotypes of the type of person they are trying to portray. Even Eric Roberts seems embarrassed to be seen in this film. He has a very difficult time keeping his part together, surrounded by such horrible acting. The music is awful. Just crappy rock and alternative numbers that are probably songs from a band the director knows. They use the music like films from the 90s during suspenseful scenes. Play some generic metal guitar riff during chase scenes, and some horrible rock song with words during scenes you want us to believe have tension. Yes, it's that bad. You get the idea here. This is a bad film. I would suggest only watching this if you're looking for a what not to do in filmmaking example, or if you like to torture yourself with laughable movies. Otherwise, beware. So there you go. We had 3 reviews. 1, the most glowing review ever for a film ever made. 1 completely tore apart every aspect of the film, and the other one was, thought it was all right. So there you go. Go check it out. Okay. Well, I just got to reply to an email, to a message real quick, and then we'll get back to it. All right. So we talked a lot of wrestling here. We went over the Tommy Dreamer movie from 14 years ago, which, everyone's been really clamoring about. Justice for Tommy. Damn, this guy's still all up in Tommy. This guy's the biggest Tommy ball washer I've ever seen. Hit the like button. All right, here we go. So, what the hell were we talking about? And we had the 3rd episode of Dark Side of the Ring, the new season. What season is this? I forget. 5, 6, something like that. 10 something. I don't know. The Big Boss Man. Really good episode. This is kind of more typical of the Dark Side of the Ring, where it focuses on one guy's whole career as opposed to like the first episode is a 3-parter all about TNA and following Jeff Jarrett. And then last episode was really kind of out of the ballpark, where it's all about one match. I liked all those. Yeah, as much as I like Jeff Jarrett, it is weird that he's the one guy that warranted a 3-part episode, over like Eddie Guerrero, Chris Benoit, Macho Man, Elizabeth. Some of those had 2 parts, but I think this is the only 3, wasn't it, Jared? But Big Boss Man, and by all accounts, Big Boss Man was totally beloved by all his family, his friends, his co-workers. Not a bad thing to be said about the guy as a person. The one knock on him was like he was late for a cue on one of the shows. And then, of course, his addiction problem. But that's par for the course in wrestling. Obviously, a lot of pain, especially for a very big guy, a large guy. Most of the career, I'd say, he was over 300 pounds, probably close to 400 at some points when he's like Big Bubba. And in the early Big Boss Man days. And the guy moved around the ring. They show the big superplex he took from Hogan off the cage. But he took all kinds of bumps. He took a really good backdrop. And all that stuff takes its toll on anyone, but especially, a 300-pound man who, and back then the rings were harder. So, it's going to be bad on all his joints. Just being that large is bad on your joints. So never mind, falling all around the ring. So unfortunately, that's, a lot of wrestlers in that era, I would say probably the majority ended up, doing, painkillers, and then unfortunately he got addicted to that. But we got Jim Cornette on here, who's very good. I prefer Jim Cornette when he talks about people he likes. I might be in the minority there, but I get kind of sick of him just attacking, the same people all the time, like Anything Modern, Vince Russo, all these things. And it's nice when he just talks about somebody he really likes. And so he really loved the Big Boss Man, Ray Traylor, and just talked glowingly about the man, which was nice to see. And he got very emotional when he talked about his passing right before the Midnight Express reunion. His daughter was great in this episode, Big Boss Man's daughter. We get to see, the toll wrestling takes on families, being away from their family. And I also thought it did a good job showing why so many guys, left WWE, even if it was like big money, to go to WCW. Even this was before the boom period, like the early 90s, when he was doing the boss gimmick, and then he was the guardian angel. And they said even though that hurt his career professionally, like he was never seen the same after that, he loved it because it meant he was with his family much more, because he wasn't on the road all the time, so he could spend time with his family. A real family guy you see throughout this episode. We saw the Mountie in there. The Mountie gave some good aspect on like the state of mind of being away from home, and how that can take its toll on you. They brought up Benoit because the connection there was Ray Traylor was getting his drugs from the same person Benoit was. Which back in the day they had that one doctor, Zahorian. But I do think as things progressed, it was a lot easier to get doctors that will, give you whatever you want, unfortunately. And it's funny because, not necessarily funny, but I remember when he died, and I had seen him his whole career. From Big Bubba, the whole Big Boss Man run, back to WCW, back to WWE, and then back to Did he end his career in WWE, or either way? He went back and forth a few times to the companies. He was in the NWO for a little while, that stuff. I don't think that was covered in there actually. And then and the terrible stuff like eating the dog, or feeding Al Snow the dog. All that stuff was god awful. That late 90s Big Boss Man stuff. I know some people seem to love it. In Russo's defense, I will say this though, because they did talk about how embarrassing it was for his daughter going to school, and then he had to tell his daughter, smarten her up to the business. I do just think that's just part of wrestling for anyone involved in it. I realize not all stories are going to be about eating dogs and that kind of thing, but at some point you're just going to have to tell your family. Otherwise, especially if you're a heel at all, it's like, well, Dad, why are you beating a guy with a nightstick? You know what I mean? Why'd you beat up this innocent guy with a nightstick? Never mind, feeding dogs to people, because I would think that would be traumatic when you're a little kid and your dad's on TV, beating people up and putting shackles on them. So, in Russo's defense, I think that's just part of wrestling. You have to explain to your kids what's happening, that it's not, real. But so when he passed away, because I watched his whole career, so in my mind, like, oh, this is an older guy. You know what I mean? Because when you're younger and you see people on TV, you just assume they're a lot older than you. And then I'd seen him on TV from the 80s up until 2000 or so, in the late 90s. And so, it was quite a long time, 14, 15 years, something like that, 13 years. And then when I find out, he's 41 when he died, I was like, wow, that's 9 years younger than I am right now. And if I died right now, I would feel that's too young to pass away. So, yeah, 10 years ago is when I got sick. And when I got sick, when I was turning 40. So just a year older, and like he was, his body was shot. Like he was in chronic pain. He got healthy again, or no, he got clean again near the end of his life, and then passed away from a heart attack after getting clean. Very sad. It's a nice episode. You get to see the man had a good, similar to, I would say, the earthquake episode, where he's just a good guy, good family man, and just the tragedy is really outside, what happens to him. But I a lot of the tragedy here is because he was taking bumps, in the wrestling business, and you can't really avoid that, And then the idea is he gets clean. Yeah, you get clean, but to sit there in chronic pain all the time, bad knees and everything, like, what do you do? Very unfortunate, and everyone should think about, all these wrestlers, once they're out away from the ring, what happens to them. So a really good episode. I liked it a lot. His daughter came off great, I thought. We saw a little bit of Marlena. A good episode, too, for Cornette, I would say. Saw a little bit of Jerry Briscoe, a little bit of Russo. All right. My favorite, God, he's still talking about Tommy Dreamer? Jesus Christ, man. You could tell Jim really liked it. He got upset and walked away. That was, I like that Cornette. I much prefer, I know everyone likes to see him yelling and losing his mind. I like the Cornette who's just talking about something that he loves. Yeah, 41. Yeah, that was just very, very young. His wife did say that his family had a history of heart issues, so that could be part of it. But a lot of those drugs do hurt the heart, obviously, so that could have sped off. It's possible he could have died then at 41 naturally from a heart attack if he was never in the ring. But he wouldn't have been in chronic pain at that point in time. I did not watch a pay-per-view, but I did watch a couple of things, and one of those things was that Mick Foley promo where he just gets on all fours and like goes bow wow. What the fuck? He said he thought they I guess they told him to bow down, but he thought they told him to say bow wow. Is Foley just losing his mind? Too many chair shots? Like, what is he doing? He's just obsessed with Santa Claus? Does he think Santa Claus talks to him? Santa Claus like start going bow wow? What is happening? So I did watch Dynamite. It starts with Moxley video. Will and Kenny. Will walk in. So then Will's walking into like the building, and he runs into the Death Riders. Hangman, walks in. All smiles. It's weird because Hangman can't go for the title anymore. So what is his purpose? He's just the guy who gives advice now. So he's giving Will advice. And then Will's like, I can't trust you, and walks away. That, that, there is, like, I'm an AEW fan, but it's like every single guy in the show, like, hates everybody. Like, all, I don't know, it's a little, even teams, like, all hate each other for the most part, like the Don Callis family. Then we had a Jack Perry versus Andrade versus Nick Wayne for whatever title Andrade has. This was a good match, don't get me wrong. But Nick Wayne just came back with no fanfare whatsoever. And I'm a fan. I'm actually a fan of Nick Wayne. I think he's a great heel because he's just he's naturally unlikable. You want to see him get beat up. So that makes a good heel to me. But why would he be in a title match? Like, he had one match since he came back, which was also like a match for like a title shot, and he didn't win it. So why would he be put in a title match? It makes no sense. There was a point where Jack Perry was really late to break up a pin, and honestly, Nick should have just pinned Andrade, but the ref was really delaying the 3 count because Jack was late, breaking up the pin. And then so Andrade won. Andrade, this is his best run, and I was very against him coming back because, like, I've never really seen anything in the guy, and he proved me wrong. I'll admit I'm the most honest man in all of podcasting. And then he did a promo that was very funny. I screw MJF. I screw Don Callis. So I like this, and I like the selfie gimmick with the hot chicks in the crib. We had a Brawling Birds promo. And then we had Don Callis family promo. I don't know. I love Don Callis, but there's like 800 guys in this, and all of them hate each other. Everyone's breaking up. Everyone hates you. I don't. It's too much. Like you just had 2 people leave. You had Takeshita leave, and then you had Andrade leave, and then the guys now are still fighting. So eventually, like old man Okada, nothing happened. Okada's gonna leave, I guess. I don't know. So then we had Speedball, Brody King, Bandito versus Jake Doyle, Kyle Fletcher, and Brian Cage. And Speedball pins Jake. All right, so I was thinking during this match, I don't have an issue with small guys winning, or some people they think small guys should never win matches. I think Darby Allin's one of the most over guys on the show. But the issue is the big guys never win. It's not really that the small guys win, it's that the big guys never win. And just basic storytelling, back like biblical days, you have David and Goliath. I'm not going to talk religion. I'm just talking a story archetype is the underdog. Rocky Balboa. Rey Mysterio when he was wrestling. Anyway, now, if Goliath just got beat by, Steve's beating his ass, Walter's beating his ass, Rodney, just everybody, everyone in Jerusalem, wherever the hell he was from, was just beating his ass, and David was just an ass kicker. He's tiny, but he just beats everyone's ass with his slingshot. He's like, yeah, fuck you, bitch. The story doesn't work because it's like, yeah, Goliath never wins, so of course David's going to beat him. Who cares? Yeah, he's bigger, but have you ever seen him beat anybody? No. That's the problem. You never see Brian Cage beat anyone. I don't think he's won a match since he came back. So you can't do the underdog matches with him because he's the underdog, because he's a bum. He never beats anyone. Now, if he beat people and then someone beat him, it's like, oh, okay, wow, they beat Brian Cage because, normally he doesn't get beat. But he always gets beat. So who cares? Yeah, he's big. So they've conditioned the fans to think just because you're big, it means nothing in AEW. In fact, I would say it's almost a detriment, because if you're a big guy in AEW, you're probably not going to win. You're probably going to lose. Like, oh, this guy, He's way bigger than the other guy he's fighting. He ain't going to win. You know, big guys, they always lose. So just to keep your basic storytelling of the underdog, you have to have the big guys win matches. So the other guy is an actual underdog, is my point. And, Speedball beats almost everyone. Well, he wins a lot, so he's not really an underdog. Plus, like, is it Jake or Jack? Whatever Doyle is, he looks cool and stuff, but I mean, he's like losing all the time too. It's like, who really I can't even, I honestly don't know the difference between him and the other guy, Mark Davis. They're both very generic names. They're big, kind of burly guys. You should just make them a tag team, the big burly men, the Bears, and make them like actual bears. Not like, I don't mean like grizzly bears, but they would be a good like team of bears where they were just like big burly gay guys who like they would do double teams where like they were gonna have their way with, because there's a lot of twinks in AEW. So you'd have like Jake Doyle and Mark Davis, and they're like, hey, and they're like going after like Nick Wayne and Jack Perry. They're like, oh shit, they're gonna have my way. They're gonna have their way with me. So that's a good team and a good gimmick. They should just be big gay bears. We had a Young Bucks and Cage and Cope promo backstage. Oh, this was good. I'm actually really looking forward to this match at Wembley. Is that Wembley, right? This is a dream match, honestly. It's like one of the best teams, and you could argue the best team. It's got to be in the top like 5. I would say the top 3 of last 10 years or whatever. And then Cage and Christian and Cage, whatever, Christian and Edge, Cake and Cope and whatever. You know who I'm talking about. One of the best teams of the 90s. They're having their one last run, so this is cool. These are the kind of matches you should build up to. When they wrestle them, Motor City Machine Gun's coming in, another big team. By the way, why did you debut Motor City Machine Gun on Collision? Like, that's like especially in AEW, because you have like established teams, especially right now, and probably New Day coming in. You have like maybe one of the best tag divisions of the last 20 years, like right now with all those teams together. Do a lot of dream matches. I don't know. I guess the idea is you had the live Collision. You want to give it a little bit of boost. I don't know. Then we had Persephone, who's got some kind. Look. You have 59 titles in AEW, then another 32 in Ring of Honor. You don't need to bring in other belts from other parts of the world, other companies. You already have like over 80 belts. I don't know who's what. I honestly don't know. I know like, is it not Jack Perry's got a belt, and who are the Moxley, and I don't know. Somebody else has a belt. I don't know the difference between any of them. One's like the Continental. So you have the World Belt, which is who has the World Belt? Oh, Kenny Omega. That's right. But then you got the Continental. Why is the Continental any different than the World Belt? So you're the champion of the continents, and then you've got the international title. Well, isn't that the same as the continents? Or does it mean if you're the Continental champion, you're not the champion of the oceans? You're only the champion of the 7 continents? Why don't they have an oceanic champion who only defends the belts out like at sea? Like, that's a good idea. Okay, because there's no laws out in sea. Remember when UFC was like outlawed for a while, and they were doing like fights out in the ocean, because like once you're so far off land, like there's no laws. So Tony Khan, if you're listening, I know you don't have enough titles. The Oceanic champion, it's kind of like the hardcore belt, but it's always defended like on a barge or some kind of ship out in the ocean where there's no laws. You don't know where it is. It's like in the Bermuda Triangle somewhere. You could just film it like in a park or something. But don't tell anybody. And you're on like a floating ring on a ship. the Oceanic champion. But so you got a Continental, the International, and the World, which really is all the same thing. And then the National belt, which is like almost never defended because like you already have, I don't know, there's too many belts. And then you bring in someone else who's like she's like the PN News champion of like Stargate or something. I'm like, who gives a flying fuck? Persephone's got some belt and she's fighting Maya World for the other belt. Maya World does not need a belt. I'm sorry. I mean, she probably does need a belt, I guess, because she's got nothing else going for her. But good Lord. You know, if Maya World's one of your champions, you have too many belts. Then we had, and so like she won and like a bunch of people interfered. I really don't even know what was happening. Like who's interfering and why? I don't care. Mark Davis promo. This fucking sucked. He was starting to grow on me, but this was god awful. They need some people to help their wrestlers with promos. There's some guys who are great, obviously. MJF. I actually think Darby Allin's really good. Will Ospreay can actually be good at times. Don Callis, obviously, Jericho, but this was rotten. This looked like a guy like when you were like when I used to like backyard wrestle when I was like 13 or 14 and we'd be messing around, you know, like the kids around the neighborhood. This is like a kid like, yeah, I'm the heel. Yeah, and Jimmy over on the block. I'm gonna beat you up. Yeah. I'm a bad guy. Yeah, I'm Mark Davis. It's so fucking bad. And then why do all the Don Callis guys, they all are, now they're, every single guy in the Don Callis family is like, my match, no one from the Don Callis family is going to be allowed at ringside. If everybody in the family doesn't want anybody else in the family at ringside, why are they even in the group? What good is the group if nobody in the group wants to be associated with the group? Then we had fucking Choppy the Shark. Man, maybe I hated this show. Choppy the fucking Shark. What the hell is this? Wildcat Willie. Then we had the Willow celebration. Oh my God. I saw people posting this was the greatest celebration ever. I'm like, who fucking cares about a celebration? Never mind the best. I don't know. I really just stopped paying attention. Then like everyone just came out. There was Monet was out there. Why did they take the title off Tekla? She's way better. Fucking Willow again. Then the Brawling Birds came out. Dominion came out. And I was like, I don't know what's happening. There's like so many people. Every segment, like there's just all these run-ins. Everyone's beating each other up. I know it's wrestling, but good Lord, what the hell's happening? Then come on. John Moxley's defending whatever title he has versus Commander. Commander's never won a match in his existence. I even just mean his life, his prior existence, his other lives. He's never won anything. He's never won a game of golf. He's never won a game of chess. He's never won the lottery. He's never won shit. And he's got a title shot. I just wasn't going to watch it. Like, I'm sure it was a good technical match, but there's like 87 hours of wrestling a week. I'm not that interested in a good match unless I'd rather have a good match than a bad match, but I have to be interested in the match. I don't just want to watch a match just to see moves. And then Foley with the Bang Bang Gang. Ace is like super short. Ace, whatever his name is. And then Juice Rules. Juice Rules. You know what? I think he's the best member of the group. I'm going to say it. I used to think people are crazy saying he's better than Switchblade, but I think he's better. I think push Juice. Push Juice. I like Switchblade. Don't like fire him. Ace is unneeded. Push Juice. You got Juice. You got Switchblade, and you got the guns. You don't need this other fucking guy. The conglomeration, I didn't even realize they were the trios champs. They wrestled the Demands, Ricochet's group. And then like a bunch of just fucking bums run in. It was like, who was it? Like T.O. Hank and like Jay Lethal and like Bobby McGee or something. And I was like, who? This is the main event of the show. And you have run-ins by total fucking bums. When's the last Lethal's the biggest name there, and when's the last time you even seen the guy? So they were like, these guys are trying to get the attention of Ricochet, who's like a dork for to begin with. Look, you have a roster of 875 people. You're supposedly bringing a bunch of new people from ex-WWE guys. You sign people all the time. There's so many guys that aren't on TV. New guys. You don't need to start pushing fucking T.O. and who are these people? I don't fucking know. Jay Lethal. Why weren't you pushing Jay Lethal before? He's fine. He's the only guy that, if you want to say, okay, Jay Lethal wants in the group, fine. Put Jay Lethal in the group. I'd be fine with that. Not these other two scrubs. You can't just throw anybody in main events and now they're main event guy. That's how you get this Kevin Knight. You get the guy that used to dance. He was what's his name? Philip or something? The guy that used to he's not Philip. The guy who used to Danny Garcia. He used to be over when he danced. He's not over at all anymore. He's in the Death Riders and he could literally be anybody. You can't just throw any old guy in the main event and be like, well, now he's a main eventer because he's literally in the main event. And so then, these friggin' bums come out. The Demand win the belts. Then Hangman kills Jay Lethal, the only guy in the bum group that would be worth anything. And he kills Lethal. And then Brody was there for some reason. I'm not really sure why. I guess because they just needed more run-ins. So, like, you get out there, too. And then we had a Kenny Omega interview, which started out really rotten, I thought. Will came out, and Will's talking about how much he loves being in the Death Riders, and he loved it's very homoerotic, the whole him and the Death Riders. He likes being dominated and all this stuff. And then he's flubbing some lines. So I was like, oh boy. But then it started to get really good because Will Ospreay is a great talker. He has a lot of when he's talking about something important, he can really put over the drama of it. And I was like, yeah, this is getting good. And then it cut off and I set my DVR to record an extra half hour. And it went over a half hour extra. So I don't know. I didn't see the rest of the show. So it was getting good. I assume probably someone ran out because there was run-ins everywhere. So there you go. All right. Ace was good. Maybe he was, but he's not any good here. And thank you, Nate G. They should be the Bow Wow gang. I agree with Bow Wow gang. Phil Brooks. That would be good. I like that. Back in the day, that should be a new trend where they start naming people after other people just to like stick it to them. Back in the day, we're going to call this guy Virgil because Dusty Rhodes' real name Virgil. And then it was all based around like racism. They're like, Dusty's going to be so mad because we're naming a black guy after him. And then they get the black guy like, oh, we're going to name him after Vincent McMahon because he's also racist, I guess. Why else would it be so bad? You're like, okay, whatever. But it's like, oh, shit. You're naming me after a black man. Let's see. 40 fucking minutes. Damn. Dan Jules from the Top Crusader. Yeah. I think that comes to 8 cents. Boom. Thank you, Top Crusader. You're a good man. Hit the like button. Become a member, everybody. Starts only $3 a month. If you super chat tonight, $10, I will send out a sticker package. The sticker packages are back. They're going to be picked at random, but one that you will be guaranteed. You will be guaranteed this, the Orange Cassidy sticker. Look at that. It looks like a Polaroid. Orange Cassidy, like a high school Polaroid. You will get this and a collection of other wrestling stickers from Nasty Neal for a $10 or more donation, helping out in your head. Boom. Look at that. I will send it out tomorrow if you send it right now. If you send, I honestly, this is going to sound like a lot, but if you send $50, because you cannot get these anymore. These are the Once and Future Smash Blu-ray, my first feature film with Endzone 2, both films filled with all kinds of specials. This slipcover you cannot get anymore. You can only get it if you donate it to the original campaign. Tonight only. $50, and I will sign it for you if you like. You can also Venmo at Headyverse. You can PayPal without your head at gmail.com. That's all right. You did it, and that's all that matters. It doesn't matter if you have no idea what you did or why you did it, as long as you did it. That has always been my motto. Just do it. I'm going to, I think I might copyright that. Just do it. All right. Let's send out the link here. While I'm sending the link out, I'm going to play a quick tune. I will be right back. And do I have a video here? Maybe I'll play a quick video. I'm going to refill my drink. We'll come back. We'll answer the questions. We'll talk to these fine folks. And I will be right back, folks. Right back, I promise.
All right, what kind of a promo do you want?
Just tell people to tune in to inyourheadonline.com. Anything that pops into mind.
Anything that pops into my mind. All right, all you wrestling fans out there, tune in to Jack and the 1 inch. Let me start this thing again. Can I do this over again?
Sure,
I
yeah.
Do it all at
You
once?
can,
are we
you
on the
over.
air right now? Are we on the air?
Yeah, we're on the air, but we'll just...
We're on the air? Well, I'm starting again anyhow for all of you nuts here. Hey, all you perverts, punks, idiots, and fools, tune in to this radio station. What the hell are we promoting now?
InYourHeadOnline.com.
Oh, in your head, right?
Right.
InYourHead.com, right?
InYourHeadOnline.com.
InYourHeadOnline. I'm going to get it right this time. Hey, you've got the funker here, all you idiots, fools, and perverts. Tune in to InYourHead.com. How was that? That wasn't too good.
That was all right.
Awesome.
InYourHeadOnline.com. Someone already owns In Your Head.
InYourHeadOnline.com.
Right.
All right, let me try that again.
All right.
All right, here we go one more time. InYourHeadOnline.com with the 1 incher and Jack. All you idiots, punks, perverts, and fools, be sure and tune in and listen to this show. Damn, that was a hell of a promo.
That was great. And
that was much better than Dusty Rhodes could ever dream of doing.
And you covered all our fans.
Badass.
You knew our fan base perfect.
Well, I bet I did.
Hey, and we're back here. Thank you to the great one, Terry Funk. One of my all-time favorite wrestlers, one of my all-time favorite people, and maybe my all-time favorite guest here on the show, Terry Funk.
R.I.P. Terry Funk.
Yes, a great man. I ended the poll, so far the Headyverse has voted on their favorite episode of the year so far of Dark Side of the Ring. In third place, with a distant 9%, was the Big Boss Man episode, which I liked quite a bit. In second place, with 27% vote, Necro Butcher vs. Samoa Joe. But way ahead is TNA Jeff Jarrett with 64% of the vote, which was a good episode.
Yeah.
Classic liner by the Funker. Agreed, Mr. Golgo. Good to see Golgo back. I think people don't know, but Golgo spent a little bit. He was like our boy Buck. He was held up for a little bit, did a little time, but he's out of the big house now. I don't know if he wanted me to tell everybody. Probably not. Good to see him back out of prison. All right. But speaking of prison, we did have the Big Boss Man Dark Side of the Ring episode, which was really good. I enjoyed it. It's a sad time, sir. Meister Petrelli, what is on your mind?
I was watching TNA Impact last night, and they had a main event between Mustafa Ali and a guy I never heard of, and the crowd
won the belt.
the crowd was chanting. Who was it?
Kevin Hodge.
I don't know who it was.
Who?
Kevin Notch.
He was their TNA gut check winner.
Oh my God, Kevin.
The gut check winner guy. He was in the main event, and they did the spot where somebody went through the announcer's table, and the crowd was chanting "Holy shit!" and they cut the audio for like 90 seconds, which was really terrible. I think it hurt the show. And then they did it again, and they cut the audio for like another 45 seconds to the show, and then they went off the air, and Walking Dead City came on with Negan and that lady that's British and pretends to be American, and every word out of their mouth was fuck shit, fuck shit, fuck shit, fuck shit. So it's obviously self-censorship by TNA.
Well,
I think that's lame, and it ruins the
I guess it depends on what each show is rated. So if the other show's MA, I guess they can get away with it. But if
it's weird because it was like
rated MA.
Within like a minute of each other, it was like from cutting the audio for like 2 minutes to fucking shit every second on the Walking Dead show.
That's amazing.
You can also tell it's being produced and directed by the same people as NXT. I don't like it when they put the credits at the end of the episodes, or produced by, directed by.
In the NWA when I was a kid, it would be like produced by Virgil Runnels.
Jason Hodge.
Yeah, I just looked it up. Jason Hodge.
Jason Hodge. Sorry.
Yeah, I never heard of the guy either. So
I didn't know
thought
who he
Kevin
was.
Knight was bad. He looks kind of cool. He looks kind of like a generic wrestler of modern day. You know, like a looks kind of like a someone at NXT or something. I don't know.
Yeah, I just hate that they do so much censorship on it.
Yeah.
Even like in
wrestling, I don't watch,
1998,
like a kid show. Yeah.
Yeah, even in 1998, they didn't do that.
No,
and you couldn't say.
Go on.
Yeah. Well, you couldn't say even fuck or shit on TV, but I don't know. I guess the crowd could say it back then because they didn't beep it out a lot back in the day.
I mean, I think you could say shit on everything today. Like,
didn't they say it on like NYPD Blue or something? What year was that? Like 2001 or something, I think.
No, that was probably like the 80s, wasn't it?
Oh, really? That was the 80s.
Yeah,
I'm getting mixed up, I guess.
Yeah, that was like quite a long time ago. I know you're normally only allowed like. I remember that you're only allowed like one. Not a lot of fucks on like basic cable, because I know like they would say it sparingly on like Breaking Bad. You know, they'd have it like once or twice a year or something like that. But you could say everything else. Like shit, like is honestly, it's like on every. I think they say shit on all kinds of stuff, and it's
on like Nickelodeon or something.
Yeah, it's on cable, right? TNA.
Yeah, channel 55 here, AMC, and it's on at 9:00 at night.
So. Yeah, right. Yeah,
it was at the end of the episode. I don't know. It was kind of dumb, just cutting the whole audio for like 2 minutes. I didn't like that. I think it kind of ruins the show. Not like TNA is a great show anyway.
Yeah, but we're all big fans of Jason Hodge. He needs a better name. That's not a great name either. Like your world champion Jason Hodge.
No.
It's not like Steve Austin or something.
I did see that McFoley video. That was very weird.
Yeah, when he's like going bow wow. What is this? I don't know.
Yeah,
is he just losing his mind or something?
I guess maybe.
I like Jack's idea of making Jake Doyle and Mark Davis a tag team that represents the bear community. I think they'd really fit it. And like scary like bears, you know what I mean? Like they're gonna make people like, you know, they're gonna force you to be their cub. I'm saying, you know, I can't say certain words on YouTube, but
like they just got out of prison.
Yeah, it'd be good. All right, and it feeds into like you know, homophobia. I don't know. It's good. It's a good angle. Plus, they look the part, I think. Stevie, what's up?
Well, before I get into wrestling, I'll tell you I went to the hospital.
Oh, damn.
Yeah. Finally got to review my X-rays, and the physiotherapist officially told me, well, I have osteoarthritis in my left hip.
Oh wow!
So it's only going to get worse. But she did say that only I'll know if and when I'm going to need surgery on it. So before I'm fine, I can walk, but she did suggest I get an injection. So I'm gonna in a couple of weeks get a steroid, a medicinal steroid.
That can help for a long time. So hopefully,
Yeah, that's what she said. About 3 months. She said about 3 months.
Yeah.
So,
no bumps for you. Don't be taking any atomic drops or like back drops or anything.
Well, yeah. She doesn't but she doesn't want me to sit on my ass forever. She does want me to do some, very basic exercises and do walk around a bit. But yeah. So that's my personal update. But in wrestling, I did a Raw report. I sort of glossed over what people are considering probably one of the worst segments in professional wrestling history. Danhausen and Joe Hendry.
Yeah. It was funny, before you get to that real quick, is I Disco and somebody, they were Ben Hameen, I think, they were talking about Danhausen, and the guy, the guy gave examples of people like that they were comedy and they pushed and really worked out really well for them, and he gave examples. One of them was Eugene, and I was like, that's not a good example. Yeah, he made it to the main events, and then he was completely gone from the company because I think it completely ruined him. And I think that could happen with Danhausen if they overexpose him so much. It'll eventually turn people off of him, I think.
Well,
because right now people love him, but if he's in a lot of really bad, and I don't think you can just have him all over the show. You know what I mean?
I think he's a drizzling shit, so I don't like him at all.
I've always thought he's a bad wrestler.
Yeah, it's a horrible use of the Miz, but he's sort of the guy. He'll do anything, keep his job. And yeah, Danhausen is just Mr. Backstage segment. Oh, here comes Anthony. Hi, Anthony.
Hi, Anthony.
Neal.
What's up, Anthony?
I'm doing good and everything.
Steven's talking about Danhausen segment. Did you see it?
Wrestler.
All right.
I like him.
Yeah, Michael was just saying how much he loved him.
He reminds me of Seb Gooley.
Yeah.
Sven Gooley. Oh, don't do that to Sven Gooley.
I watch Seb Gooley every week.
Hell yeah.
I like him too. I like Sven Gooley.
So I'm doing good and everything. So I'm going to Six Flags tomorrow.
Hell yeah, better than Five Flags.
Oh, that's a cat. I got what's the name? Christmas in the back.
Hell yeah.
Christmas the dancing dog.
Party in the USA. Are you partying down? Oh, that's what your shirt says. Oh, sweet.
Yeah. So I'm doing good.
Are you a party animal, Anthony?
Yeah, I'm a party animal. You
look like
I can see I thought Raw this past Monday.
Oh, really? Yeah, Stevie said he loved Raw.
I hate it.
No, I gave it a thumbs down too.
I'm not watching SmackDown. I'm not watching SmackDown. I'll watch it whenever. I'm getting ready for SummerSlam tomorrow night. Biggest party of the summer.
Oh, is that tomorrow?
Yes,
yeah, tomorrow.
Yeah.
Oh shit! I didn't even realize it. Okay, maybe I'll watch it tomorrow.
Tomorrow and Sunday, I'm gonna watch that.
Okay, I didn't even realize this weekend. Okay, maybe I'll watch it and do shows about it.
So I'll try to get home with that. Sunday, I'm definitely doing it. But this Tuesday, I'm seeing Spider-Man.
Oh, nice. Yeah,
that's
my brother's
cool.
a pump. Yeah.
The brand new day. I'm not saying who's the villain gonna be.
Who's a villain that's not been in any Spider-Man movies yet that you'd like to see?
Well, I like to see Kingpin. I like to see what else? I like to see Silvermane.
All right.
But I just got some big casting news. Samara Weaving's playing Emma Frost.
Oh, sweet. That's cool.
Good actress,
Mm-hmm. I want to see Spider-Ham. No, I don't know.
Spider-Man, and we could possibly see that, but the post credit has been leaked. But I'm not
no spoilers. No spoilers.
I can't wait to see the movie on Tuesday.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm doing good and everything. I'm doing good and everything.
I'm sure I'll probably go see it with my brother sometime this week.
I had chicken cutlets, success rice, water, and Pepsi.
Yeah, you gotta have the water and the Pepsi.
Yeah, so I got my thing ready for tomorrow for Six Flags Day.
Were you gonna ride a roller coaster? Do you ride the roller coasters at Six Flags?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I'm a daredevil, you know.
Hell yeah.
I want to go see that move. And a lot of big changes in Marvel. Blade is not happening.
No, that sucks. I'd like to see Blade.
And by the way,
where's Gru the Wanderer?
Ryan Gosling's been cast as Ghost Rider.
Oh, okay, that sounds good. Ghost Rider's cool. The last Ghost Rider was pretty rotten. Was that?
The son of Black Panther.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Good. Black Panther movies are really good.
Yeah, I can't wait for that. I can't wait for Secret Wars.
Hell yeah. I remember I had the action figures when I was a kid.
And Avengers Doomsday, the big one.
Oh, wow. So who's the villain in that one?
In it.
They should put me in that.
Buddy!
Luddite Supreme!
Hey, how you doing? And you got to work on my shirt. I'm going to get your shirt at some point.
Nice. Yeah, Luddite Supreme, he's good and everything too, I think.
So I'm doing guy lost some weight, you know.
I know, yeah, eating all those chicken cutlets and Wendy's burgers. And dropping all the weight, meatballs.
And everything. So I'm thinking that girl from Midnight Mausoleum, you should get her on the show.
All right, I'll work on it. Say, hey, you lady, get on the show.
Marlena. So I'm doing good and everything. Wrestling. AEW, I did not watch AEW this week. I did not watch NXT, but I heard Grayson Waller did a pipe bomb.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I'll have to check that out. Did anyone see the big pipe bomb by who?
Grayson Waller.
Oh,
Grayson Waller.
I didn't see it.
I can't
believe I missed the Grayson Waller promo.
And then you know who did a promo? New Day did a promo this past week. New Day and
I as people know, I'm a lifelong New Day fan.
Me too.
And see, this is actually why the two companies are good, because if you do run out of opponents, you start to get stale somewhere, you can go to the other company. So
and the Motor City Machine Guns are all elite.
Yeah, I think that's a good pickup too. They have they have potential to have some really great tag team matches right now in AEW. A lot of dream matches. All right.
No, bye, Anthony.
See, Anthony. So what were you saying, Stevie? Sorry about that.
So
Anthony's a good man.
Yeah. So I mean, that segment showed that WWE has firmly placed Joe Hendry as sort of the R-Truth level mid card. I think there's a ceiling for him. He's not very optimistic. Hope he enjoys his time there while it lasts. But yeah,
he was very over too.
He was in TNA.
Yeah, I think they really missed the boat on him because I think they waited way too long to bring him in.
Yeah, but yeah, having Danhausen and Joe Hendry, when you do a singing gimmick, unless it's really bad, like Steve Austin singing, or it's really good, and to be quite honest, I can't name a wrestler who's a good singer. Sorry, Chris Jericho, I don't think you're a good singer.
No, but his one song is catchy.
It is.
But they're fun live. I went to see him for $20. They put on a good show. Yeah, I only knew the one song.
What about With My Baby Tonight?
Oh, that's Road Dogg.
Road Dogg.
With my baby tonight.
Well, yeah, one song, it was pretty good.
Yeah,
okay, I'll give you a thumbs up on that.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Yeah.
But unless it's really bad, intentionally bad, like Steve Austin singing, then it's entertaining.
Honky Tonk Man kind of thing.
Yeah, or yeah, but bringing out the kids, and all those kids, all those midgets are little people dressed up as Hausens, mini Hausens.
Sorry, Dustin, if you're watching.
But yeah, just when I was when I my comment on Facebook was, is Vince Russo booking this because he wants like, but that was a lackluster go. That, and keep in mind, that was the go home show to SummerSlam, the go home Raw to SummerSlam.
Wow.
And I just thought, yeah, big thumbs down. I'm hoping SmackDown is better, but maybe I might miss SmackDown too and just watch the pay-per-view. Watch the show tomorrow and Sunday. I'm actually looking forward to Punk versus Cody. I mean, like, I think they had a match the last time Punk was in WWE when Cody had the dark hair. I can't. They didn't have one in AEW. At least I can't remember one. If you guys remember one, I can't remember one. So
no, I don't think they were there at the same time.
No. So
yeah, they were, because I remember Cody was saying that something about CM Punk getting a lot more money than they were offering him when he was negotiating.
That was part of the. A lot of people said that was like a reason why, but I don't think it was. But
I saw a picture they were both making out with Danhausen at a house show on Facebook. I was like, "What the heck is this?" Punk and
that's
Cody.
Why Danhausen's there. He's just he's like the.
The first comment said, "Can you imagine if Stone Cold and The Rock started making out with Goldust for a pay-per-view?"
Well, that was the idea of Goldust, though.
Yeah.
So,
I don't know. It was weird. I don't know what's going on there.
Well, he was giving mouth to mouth to Ahmed Johnson.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, and they say some of the guys were like actually mad about that, like Ahmed and Razor Ramon. They didn't.
They chickened out once they got blowback too.
But
there were a lot of homophobic guys too in WWF. Yeah. Rico says Bubba Ray Dudley tried to hurt him, but that's messed up. That's off topic.
Yeah, that's really shitty. I mean, they were pretty mean to Canyon. So.
Oh yeah, Canyon. He that was like a televised gay bashing. What they did with Undertaker, hitting him with the chair.
Yeah.
I remember Canyon came up. I mean, he said in an RF video shoot interview that Paul Heyman went up to him and said, "You need to sing like a faggot. The most important thing is that you sound like a faggot. That's the most important thing." And he kept saying that over and over. So that's pretty. I hope Heyman didn't know. That's pretty messed up.
Yeah. It's really weird because obviously, what's his name passed away. It was the, it was one of the main guys in WWE forever, Pat Patterson, and he was openly gay. So it's weird, but.
Yeah,
I remember, honestly, in the very first episode, not the first episode, but the first time we had Paul Bearer on, and I had asked about like if there was like homophobia, and he really avoided the question. Like I could tell he didn't want to answer it. So I think the answer was yes, but he didn't really want to talk about it.
Yeah.
But yeah,
but all that stuff is messed up.
Mm-hmm. Well, anytime,
especially Rico wasn't even gay too. Rico wasn't even gay; he was just playing a gay guy.
Yeah,
that's messed up.
Usually, whenever up until modern day, anytime there's a gay like character, was always like portrayed as like, like a real pervert, or it was always a negative, way. It was
or like a comedy or character or something.
Yeah,
well, I guess. Yeah, so I guess Adrian Adonis was just a cross-dresser. He wasn't actually.
But it was really presented as like something to be afraid of too. You know what I mean? Like really, like like a weirdo and stuff. So.
Yeah,
and he'd always get beat up too.
I always heard Gorgeous George was like one of the best heels ever, but I never seen anything.
Oh yeah, it's way before my day. It's back in like the 50s or something. But yeah, I mean,
my grandma used to tell me
that. And then so many people copied him after that.
He was such a great heel.
The first guy to But I mean, that's part of I think the wrestling fans too. Is they want to boo the gay guy or the effeminate guy. Hulk said he caught Warrior, Vince, and Pat. I don't really
they said Warrior was the first bearskin rug guy, but didn't Warrior must have been one of those self-hating gay guys too? Because he said a lot of horrible things, didn't he?
Yeah. I don't believe it. I think that was
I
around a
don't
lot longer before Warrior, anyway.
Oh, really? The first time I heard about somebody sleeping with Vince for a push, I think, was a Warrior. People saying it about the Ultimate Warrior.
No, that was
But I
around
don't
since
believe
like the
it.
70s, and not necessarily with Vince, but a lot of the Vince
Promoters.
is the bearskin rug, but yeah, and just I used to not believe a lot of the stuff about Patterson, but I don't know. He's so close to Vince, and Vince is clearly like a
pervert.
And he looked the other way with all like the ring boy stuff. And so many people have said stuff about Patterson. Now, some of it could just be they're homophobic and they knew he was gay. They'd say stuff. But guys like RVD, I don't really think, I don't know, but I don't know. I start to think maybe there is something to it, especially since there's
I
so many
remember
people.
something. Roddy Piper looked like he was going to cry when they asked him about Pat Patterson too.
The
in some
Piper
interview.
thing's always really strange to me though, because he would talk about it, but then he did that show and like pretended to be all happy when Patterson came out as being gay.
I think something happened to him when he was a kid on those buses.
Yeah, I don't know. I love Piper. He's my favorite wrestler when I was a kid, but he's also not the most honest guy, so I don't know.
That's what it looked like though when you watch that interview, the one that you're talking about.
Mm-hmm.
That something happened that he doesn't want to talk about, and he doesn't want to play mother sport. But it looked like something happened that shouldn't have.
Hey, Vic.
Hello, Vic Garcia. What's the shirt?
Pardon?
Oh, nice.
Brock Lesnar. That's cool.
Yeah. This is weird. Stevie Richards told a story on his channel about Vince McMahon coming up to him and telling him in reference to his character, "You're a proud gay American." For which character?
Oh, yeah. He had him dressed as a woman, and he had a pay-per-view match with Tyson Tomko. It was I barely remembered it, but I remember him talking about that. And then they wanted Stevie to come out as a cross-dresser, and Stevie was telling Vince, cross-dressing and being gay isn't really like the same thing, just because I'm wearing women's clothes. But I think they scrapped it.
Yeah, man, I don't even remember that, honestly.
Oh yeah, he appeared and disappeared. That came and went quick.
Yeah. They always liked that gimmick, didn't they? Because then they gave it to Big Vito for a while. And...
Oh yeah, Big Vito, the toughest man to ever wear a dress.
Yeah, and it's weird that and then just made him into a bum. So what was the point of even doing?
Yeah, some hillbilly attacked him at an autograph signing at WrestleMania.
We played the video on.
Yeah.
We should get him back on the show. Talk about it, the Juggalo wrestling there.
Yeah, I enjoy it. I think it's entertaining and fun.
I like it too. Yeah, it's not like the greatest thing I've ever seen, but it's fun and it's different. It's a lot different than any.
Better than NWA.
Yeah,
I don't even know if that's still on YouTube.
Billy Corgan still talks about it like it's a going thing.
We see like so much really good in-ring wrestling. So then the the ICP show, like, it's just fun and silly. It's not necessarily like good in ring wrestling. It's just kind of, and it's so different. So I like it. If that was only wrestling, would I like it? Maybe not. But I could see all kinds of actually good wrestling. You know what I mean? So, and I like that
just
about
something
wrestling
funny
too.
to
I like
watch.
some of it. Yeah, I like the goofy side of wrestling too. So it's good to have some of that. All right.
Yeah, I agree.
What's on your mind, Mr. Supreme, Johnny Cakes, Ludites?
There's a Hogan book on Audible.
Oh, there is, huh?
Does Hogan really matter? Does Hulk Hogan really matter?
It's kind of silly to argue he doesn't matter, I think.
No, but they do it a lot. It's a book series. They do it a lot with bands. Do the Doors really matter? Does the Beatles really matter? Does the Stones really matter?
Okay, why Hulk Hogan matters. By David Shoemaker.
It's just examining cultural impact.
No, it says a lifting tribute to the most popular and provocative professional wrestler of all time. Step into the ring as David Shoemaker wrestles with the legacy of the iconic Hulk Hogan. Why Hulk Hogan matters traces the explosive heat and heel turns of how Hulk Hogan became a true cultural phenomenon. Whether you're a lifelong Hulkamaniac or fascinated by the Hulk's truly unique, larger-than-life celebrity, Why Hulk Hogan Matters is the ultimate homage to a legend of the ring. David Shoemaker has been writing about wrestling since 2009. He is the host of the podcast The Masked Man Show with Kaz and the author of The Squared Circle, Life, Death, and Professional Wrestling.
I got that book.
Kaz? Is that Frankie Kazarian?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
I wonder.
David Shoemaker. He did Squared Circle. Tales from the Toronto Maple Leafs locker room. All right, so he's written a lot of stuff. I'll check it out. I can get it on my Audible. I'm currently listening to the Odyssey. After I saw the Odyssey, I'm like, I've never actually read the book. I'm going to go listen to an Audible.
There's a B-movie version in the theater that I thought was pretty good last year called The Return. I mean, it was a B-movie, but it was okay.
Yeah, wasn't Ralph
I liked
Fiennes
it.
in it?
I think. I don't know. I don't know the actor's name. I went to see it with my friend.
Yeah, because people were sharing it. Ralph
version.
Fiennes played he played the main guy.
Yeah.
So I mean, pretty big actor to be in it. I never even heard of it. I'd like it. I'd like to see it though.
I saw it in the theater last year.
What's on your mind, Vic Schiavones?
Well, it's Eve of SummerSlam.
Yeah, I didn't even realize it.
I'm trying to come up with a scenario when it would be a good show, but it can't be as bad as I think it's going to be. And if it is, well, I'm going to enjoy the pizza I'm eating while I'm watching it. So
that's a good idea.
Me too.
It's a win-win, but I'll take it back. I said there were no matches I wanted to see. I'm interested in Sami Zayn and Finn Balor now. They set that up last week on SmackDown. So, but unless they pull a rabbit out of their hat and come up with something really surprising, I just don't know how this show's going to be any good.
Mm-hmm.
So,
yeah, I've seen shows where the build wasn't good, and then you watch it and it's good. So we'll see, but it definitely doesn't warrant 2 nights.
Yeah, 2 nights of pizza though. See?
Yeah, that's true. 2 nights of pizza is always good.
But I was going to ask you, I don't know if you've discussed this already, the movie that the New Day made.
Oh, I didn't know they made one.
As they were leaving, a little short film they made. Just them.
Yeah. I'm really excited to see them in AEW. To be honest, I've always been a fan. And then you get when you go to a different company and have all these new people to work with, it's like it's a new day. So I'm excited.
But
it's too bad, Big E won't be there.
Yeah, in the cart, it was a kind of a cartoon. They were unicorns, and they left a unicorn with a broken horn behind, and that was really sad.
Yeah.
So, but
yeah, I need to get a new day AEWT. Yeah.
I wish them the best.
Me too. I'm a fan.
They were very. So, but
they were one of my only things that I still liked in WWE for years when I would watch them. I did like the Bloodline feud. I liked the Bloodline story for quite a while, but at this point, it's like, good Lord, guys, like, enough already. I know Petrelli's a big Solo Sikoa fan.
I haven't watched one of his matches in a long time, in like 5 months. I always change a channel when he comes on. I can't believe the Bloodline's still going. How many years it's going to go? That and the Dark Order. Those are the 2 ones that keep going forever.
Jeez. Yeah, when I saw they re-signed all the Dark Order, I was like, come on.
I saw Jake was doing a WWE signing. They should have signed him. Why didn't they re-sign Jake Roberts? He has a good mind for wrestling.
There's more upside to Jake the Snake than any of the New Order guys. The one guy that was over the short guy, like they never really did anything with him. He got hurt when he was but he's more over than Kevin Knight, Johnny Hungy.
Yeah.
Why isn't he ever on TV? Take him out of the Dark Order and just have him,
I have to say, you picked the right one to miss, Neal, because I think this was probably the weakest AEW pay-per-view that I've ever seen.
Plus, the Wembley one's coming up. I do want to see that. So.
I do think it's cool that
Go on.
Jericho came out to a Painkiller by Judas Priest, and they had a good match, but they had a ridiculous spot where he put a power drill into Ciampa's head.
Yeah, I saw that.
I thought the crowd should have chanted, "This is murder," like when they put the plastic bag over Daniel Bryan.
Yeah.
They should have brought back
I
the
don't
"This is
mind.
murder"
I
chant.
don't mind that too bad. And it was the only hardcore match on the show, I think, right? There wasn't like a lot of other. I don't really like his look as the Painmaker. I think he looked kind of terrible, but he needs to work on his face paint. But
Yeah, I like the idea of it that he has a bunch of different characters like Lionheart, Chris Jericho, and
I'm a Jericho
Painmaker
fan,
and stuff.
so, yeah.
Yeah.
There's a
He does a good job on a Dark Side of the Ring too, I think, as the narrator.
There's a restaurant in Boston called The Grain Maker. And I always think if I saw Jericho around there, said, let's go take a picture at the Grain Maker, it'd be the Pain Maker and the Grain Maker. Then if Okado's there, it could be the Rain Maker. The Rain Maker, the Pain Maker at the Grain Maker.
Next time AEW's there, they need to go have lunch there.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey,
Anthony's back. What's up?
Look who I got with me.
Sweet. You're back in the sauna. You got Christmas with you?
Christmas the dancing dog.
Nice.
Hey, I to the camera, Christmas.
Nice.
What?
Are you taking Christmas to Six Flags?
No, he's not allowed to go on the rides.
No, that's true. You might get too scared.
It's a little baby.
Aw, just like Michael Petrelli.
Michael Petrelli. So the next Uncle Paulie movie will be Late Night Rental.
The Uncle what? The what now?
Late Night Rental.
What's that?
It's a movie. Uncle Paul. It's about 80s video stores.
Okay, cool. Who's Uncle Paul?
Uncle Paul
Paulie
Ragsdale.
Walnuts? Oh.
Paul Ragsdale. The guy.
Okay.
Uncle Paulie.
All right. I was thinking Paulie Walnuts from Sopranos.
Uncle Paul, Aunt Angie. They're doing like a thing called Late Night Rental. It's about 80s videotapes.
Oh, that's cool. That's cool.
Yes.
I used to go to the video
Yeah, to the
store all
camera,
time.
Christmas.
Bye, Anthony.
Bye, Anthony.
Christmas.
Christmas came and went.
So you got some questions here. Everyone can stay in hand. Oh yeah, Jack. I read this too. Jacques Rougeau through. I need to. I'm gonna email Jacques, see if I can get him back on the show. Jacques
Had a
Rougeau
great
threw
interview last year.
Yeah, I like Jack. I'm a huge fan of Jacques Rougeau, to be honest. I read that they were booing him at AEW. Like the
Oh yeah, he did get booed, and then he said, "You can kiss my ass" to the crowd.
Good. I am pro Jacques Rougeau.
I think Hannibal had a falling out with him, but I think he has a falling out with a lot of people.
Insane. Like he's posted like, even if you don't like Abdullah the Butcher, I'm not saying do I think he was the greatest man in the world or something, but when you're posting pictures of a guy like on his deathbad, I hope he rots, and I was like, dude, this is just gross.
Yeah, it's messed up.
You got some real issues. Tyler Stevens, when is the Bury the Hatchet with Incher episode happening? When Incher bows
when he
down,
comes back,
he kisses my boots.
Some masked guy's gonna show up. We're all gonna protect this Incher. They know I'm not Incher.
They're like, whoa, yeah.
I have something to talk about. It might be in the comments though. I mean, in the questions though.
Oh, okay.
Did you guys see that Val Venus came out of retirement?
Yeah.
Oh yes.
Hello, ladies. Yeah.
I was always a fan of him when he was a wrestler. I liked the character.
Yeah, not
I
so
thought
much
it was
now, but yeah. I always liked the character too.
I think he'd be in the Hall of Fame if he wasn't so crazy.
Yeah, definitely.
You know, if Godfather can be in the Hall of Fame, I think Val can. But he's nuts. So
he had it all, honestly. Like he was a really good wrestler, had a lot of charisma, could really talk, and I think the character probably could only go so far. So he probably should have evolved into another character, kind of like Triple H did. He was Hunter Hearst Helmsley, and then becomes Triple H. But I know you was.
I did hear he made Stephanie McMahon mad, which is why they took away his push. I don't know what the story was, but he had some sort of beef with Stephanie McMahon.
Well, he seems like he'd probably be difficult to get along with. I don't think he'd be. I could see him being a lot to be around. I don't know if he was like that back then, though. He might not have been the same.
I don't know. Yours is smoking the kind of.
Yeah. Jonathan Jackson, why do you hate Tommy Dreamer so much? I don't. We're not. No more Tommy. I don't think we've ever talked so much Tommy Dreamer in my life as we have the last 2 weeks. Why can't you understand that wrestling gimmicks should last forever? And when those wrestlers get into power, they should still be able to act upon those gimmicks freely. That's a very philosophical question. What do you have against men in power using said power to punish female employees for not performing acts they aren't comfortable with? I think these were all Tommy Dreamer related questions. But yeah, I'm against we went over this last week, but the idea of if you have a position of power, and so last week was a big thing like, oh, the employees can say no, I don't want to do this spot or whatever. Sure, you can say no, but historically we have seen in wrestling, if you say no, it usually is like the end of your push. You know what I mean? Like, so it's not as easy as just saying, oh yeah, I don't want to do this. Why do you hate wrestling? I like wrestling. I watched some of it this week. Lexar, my Twitter X account got suspended again, so I had to create a new one. I'm going to try to look for wrestling news. Okay. Whoops. By the way, I don't want to out Lexar, but I see him on X, and he drops like hard R, N words against people, and just calm down, Lexar. That's why you get suspended. WWE's going to, and he like threatens to murder people and stuff. Like, you know, you have to do a lot to get suspended on X. It's not it's a pretty crazy place. So. Lexar, WWE is going to head-to-head with AEW in September when NXT and AAA Lucha Libre have worlds collide to compete with AEW All Out in the same city. Chicago 20. Are you intrigued? No, I hate this stuff. I don't think it's good for anybody. It's petty to try to hurt the other company, going against them, and it doesn't do you any good either. It hurts your own company. I don't see the benefit of it, of just splitting your audience, you know, just to try to hurt the
It's stupid. I don't like it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And WWE's, they're not like, I'm not saying they're in trouble or anything, but they're clearly on the descent. So, you know, I would worry about just putting on good shows at this point. WWE also announced that during WrestleMania weekend next year, they're planning to have a WrestleMania watch party. NXT Stand and Deliver and AAA Lucha Libre event at the theater at Madison Square Garden in New York. Are you intrigued? I mean,
not in Saudi.
Yeah. Oh, what's it going to be in? Oh, it's going to be like
WrestleMania's in Saudi next year. Yeah,
I see.
I guess
it's kind of smart. Am I intrigued? No.
I think AEW should program that, the Blood Money Mania. They can't use Great American Bash, but do something similar to Great American Bash.
Yeah, I agree. TNA breaks viewership for the second week in a row on AMC. Are you impressed? Yeah, good for them.
I thought the show was not very good. I mean, that's like the worst debut I've ever seen of a wrestling show. Back in January.
I hear nothing good about it. But what's their breaking their viewership? What, they get like 10 more than usual or what? I mean, like, the CW Sports brand will team up with ESPN Unlimited for their TV and premium live events. Are you intrigued? Oh. I don't know. Why would I be intrigued by that? I don't know. Jericho revealed that he almost signed with WWE before staying with AEW. I think that everyone knew he was in talks with both. I do like what he said. He said he has more fun there, and the idea of being with the company that he helped create meant something to him.
Yeah.
I think there's probably more for him to do in WWE, honestly, but also from understanding they really just want him to do a retirement tour, and he's not ready to retire, so, you know, it's up to him. Yeah. I'm sure, like, money-wise, he's going to make a lot of money either company, so it should really be up to what you want to do at that point, you know?
Yeah, good for him. I think you'll have more fun in AEW.
Yeah.
and be more happy.
Yeah, and maybe after he retires, he can like help out the company, in other ways. Mr. Lexar, what's up, boy? It's good to see you.
I'm good. I'm
Hey.
good.
Doing good and everything.
Yep, got a new Twitter account up and running. Follow me there.
Don't be dropping N-bombs.
Mighty
Or
Lexar
threatening to murder.
24/7.
And don't threaten to kill people. Just be
Everybody's
like a normal
doing
guy.
it. Everybody's doing it on X, so I'm not the only one.
It's not an excuse.
If your friends jumped up a ridge, when you jump up a ridge.
I'll jump
I'm
up
convince
with
your friends if you'll agree to it. I'm trying to convince them.
I'll jump with the harness on. Now, Michael, your Twitter is Mike HB 1989.
1989. Yeah.
Okay.
I've been suspended from Twitter too. I said Happy New Year. I said Happy New Year. I hope you all have a great 2026. And I get an email. You've broken the Twitter rules on a spam by posting spam. Your account has been suspended by freaking AI, and it took me forever to get it back. And now it's like shadow banned. Yeah, what the? And then I report somebody. If somebody says something horrible like exterminate all the Jews or something, and I report it, I get an email from Twitter. We found nothing wrong with the comment that you reported.
Yeah, well, this
like,
is
what
the kind of that's the kind of stuff Lexar posts.
So I just found a Twitter.
Twitter's a mess.
So Lexar,
I'll follow you back to Lexar.
Yeah, Lexar.
Yeah.
A Twitter account here that says at Mighty Lexar, Kristen Calero. Is that you?
Yep. Mighty Lexar 24/7.
24/7.
I'm gonna follow you.
Cool. Even though Neal doesn't like post that much, he posted it more on Facebook.
I post on there because that's where all my Dabbleverse people are.
Yeah, I just got a notification here.
All right.
24/7 is a lot of Lexar.
Yeah.
I'm still using the StreamYard from the link, so I didn't download the app yet.
Okay. All right.
Hopefully it doesn't freeze up.
Golgo's wanting to go old school and bring back the message board.
I agree. I prefer the message boards. I prefer them. I agree with him.
Bring back shout.
Remind me this week, and I'm going to get to work. AJ was building it, but AJ's been busy making a movie, so he's not around. Is anyone here on Discord? Because we do have a Discord, but it's like hidden at the moment, and so I'll try to get it launched. It's, from what I understand, it's more similar to the message boards. So.
Yeah, I'm on there.
All right. Would you join a Without Your Head in Your Head Discord?
Sure.
All right. How about Golgo? Can we lure you into a Discord? Lexar will probably take a lot of work to get there because he probably doesn't know what it is.
Just candied around like
What are you
the
doing?
other guy.
Did Lexar
Disco,
fart?
right?
Was he wiping
No,
away?
it's disco, right? Disco, right?
Discord.
I'm doing a disco dance.
No.
Oh, okay.
Discord, not disco. We're gonna join the Disco Inferno.
This podcast with Conan.
Will you join the In Your Head Without Your Head Discord, Golgo? That's what we're wondering.
Mm-hmm.
At a recent WWE house show, CM Punk and Cody Rhodes kissed Danhausen on the lips, and then they fucked him in the ass.
Yeah.
No, they kissed him in the lips. That's pretty.
They did that backstage.
Maybe. I don't know. I guess whatever. I don't know. I'd have to see it.
I don't get why did they do that?
I don't know.
Kicks.
I have to actually get it from AJ. This is what happened. So AJ was building the Discord. I was on there, and I got kicked off Discord for breaking rules. And from understanding, you have to be like a real just real scumbag to get kicked off Discord. So I don't know what I did because I wasn't even posting or anything. But somehow I got completely kicked out.
They have AI as the admins, and the AI doesn't know what they're doing. They're too cheap to have real people being moderators.
So I have to make a new. I honestly don't even know the links. So.
That's what you did. You had a pulse and flesh and blood. Excuse me.
Daniel Garcia has been fined by AEW for knocking a fan's phone out of his hand. Yeah, that's not good. Like I saw some people saying, "Oh, it's being a heel." It's not. Look, a heel can maybe rip up someone's sign. Even that, like someone made it, whatever. But when you start knocking people's property out of the hand, and from what I understand, he knocked the one phone out of the guy's hand and it dropped like off the balcony. Like, phones cost hundreds of dollars. You can't just be, breaking people's phones. And it's modern day. No one thinks this is real. So what are you really doing? You're just like going to get like the company sued. So there's no real benefit to this. I think he should just go back to dancing, to be honest. The Vince McMahon.
He should bring in Alex Wright. Have Alex Wright as his manager. That'd be good.
Yeah, exactly. I don't think this is exactly right that the McMahon lawsuit's dropped. It's not really dropped. It went to arbitration. Eric Bischoff recently said that WWE, AEW, TNA copied storylines and segments from WCW. Yeah, but WCW copied many storylines from everybody else. Like,
has Eric been smoking crack or something? I saw he said that Dixie Carter was a much better booker than Tony Khan ever was. And I remember Ricochet retweeted him and said, "Damn, I didn't know Bischoff was an idiot," which made me laugh. And Dave Meltzer was trolling him too, which was funny. Dave Meltzer says this poor guy gets more and more desperate every month.
It is true though. Like, and he's really obvious with it. I think everyone does to some extent. They say a lot of stuff trying to get you because it does garner hits, like when you're real negative, especially to AEW. But his is are so obvious. They're even more obvious. They're even more biased than Cornette's, I would say, because they're just
that's saying something.
AEW President Tony Khan said that he's interested in making another AEW video game. Yeah, they should. The last one I know was a big bomb, but make a new one. Doesn't mean that, you could make a new one. I partner up with a company who knows what they're doing and make a new one. Yeah. Why not? Perfect Storm was hot for Dixie. He said Dixie really got his dick hard.
Well, you remember what Tommy Dreamer said about that too.
Yeah, hot like his sister. Yeah.
Yeah.
Jake,
that was weird.
Thanks, Jake, Mr. Jake Hudson out there. What's your favorite colored ring ropes?
Red.
Is that racist?
I don't know.
No. Oh. The ring ropes colored.
I just like the regular black ring ropes.
I like them red, white, and blue, so I can go USA. Yeah.
They need to do that to counter the Saudi WrestleMania.
Yeah. Didn't WCW have yellow ones actually?
Yeah, TNA's using yellow ones right now, I think. They had green ones too at one point, like light green, which is kind of weird.
I like razor wire for the ropes.
Yeah, Sabu and Terry Funk. That was barbed wire though.
But if we ever do a in your head wrestling company, I'm gonna have plaid ropes. What's your favorite? What are you, a beach or pool person? Not really a big either one, but I do like the beach, but not like when it's hot. I go down to the beach at night or during the winter. I don't like, if it's hot out, I kind of avoid places that are where you just sit in the sun. It's not really my idea of a good time.
I like the beach. I like both.
I live right by the beach.
Yeah, me too.
How about you, Lexar? Have you ever seen a beach?
I haven't been to a beach in a while. I've been to the beach since I was a kid. I even celebrated my birthday there when I was a kid, like a little.
If they had strip clubs,
toddler Lexar.
If they had a strip beach,
I'll definitely go.
Birthday, we're so close.
That'll be thumbs up because I would like to get a lap dance in the ocean water.
Yeah, I think you guys should spend your birthday together.
Oh, Johnny, do that on birthday after my birthday.
How about Steve?
The
Are there any
lagoon
beaches
is
up in
somewhere in
Toronto?
Massachusetts.
Oh yes, there are beaches up here, but I'm more of a pool person. Although the last time I went swimming was in the Mediterranean. So
Oh wow!
Beaches will be cold in Toronto, right, Stevie?
What's that?
Beaches will be cold in Toronto mostly.
You can go ice
Maybe
swimming.
I'm from BC. I don't know.
I think I haven't heard that recently.
Can you build an igloo up there when it get in the winter? I actually watch videos about it's actually interesting. There's like there's like a science to the igloo building. I was just thinking it gets. I don't know if it gets that cold in Toronto.
That's what
I saw they had a concert venue in Toronto called Echo Beach. It looks pretty cool. Concert venue on the beach. Have you ever heard of that, Stevie? Echo Beach.
That was a song
in Toronto.
That was a song by Martha and the Muffins, written by a guy named Mark Gain. He wrote about Sunnyside Beach and he called it Echo Beach.
Okay, cool. So they must have named the venue after that.
Look it up on YouTube.
I will.
How about Vic?
I will.
Are you a beach or a pool guy?
Beach is about 6 hours from here, but I still vote for the beach more than the pool.
I bet Lexar's the kind of guy who pees in the pool.
What? I don't pee on a beach.
In a pool, I said.
Pool, you idiot.
Like I was actually thinking.
I peed in the shower once.
I was gonna buy a golden shower. I was gonna buy because I live by the beach. I was gonna get a metal detector and just that night go and see if I find any gold or anything up on the beach. I found this on the beach. In my mind, this is a peg leg from a pirate. It was washed ashore. Many people tell me, "Oh, that's just like a table leg," but I don't think so. I think it's very old. Look at this. It's old. It's like fossilized. And it's the right size. I checked on it. I think it's an old peg leg from a pirate.
It could be.
It's probably cursed if it is.
Might be haunted, yeah.
Yeah, probably shouldn't have brought it home. Man, Golgo's getting all excited. He really misses Incher because they have the same mindset. Be like, oh, looking like the BBC. Have you ever worked during the summer? What's your favorite summer job? I assume probably just about everyone has, unless they like worked at a school. Anyone have a favorite summer job?
I picked beaches when I was 12. So
I once worked at a parking. I once worked at a parking for the Hamilton Parking Authority, and the biggest moment there was when the news anchor for the Channel 11 News came by. I recognized her immediately.
I also found this is a railroad spike. I bring a lot of weird stuff home. It's very old. I'm going to stab Perfect Storm when we have a Combat Zone wrestling match. All right. He also wants to know, did we watch OVW?
I did,
Ohio
yes.
Valley Wrestling?
I thought that was like the last thing that Jim Cornette did in wrestling that I really liked. In the early 2000s, I thought it was good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
I have some of those DVDs still.
Yeah, I remember watching some of it at the time because, like, it was kind of like my last days of the tape trading kind of stuff. So.
Yeah, I did tape trading on that too.
Have you ever? Let's do that. Do you celebrate Christmas in July? I do not.
No.
That's kind of goofy, I think. That's probably Mick Foley's wet dream. It'd be like Christmas.
That and bowing down like a dog, being dominated by female wrestlers.
Would you rather have floods or a blizzard? What the fuck? A blizzard, I guess. I don't want a flood. Oh. I've had many blizzards. We have a blizzard, most years here, I don't want a flood, so I'd have to pick a blizzard.
I'm right out of the tsunami zone. If there's ever a tsunami, it's like,
oh wow,
I'm like 14 miles away.
Mm-hmm. Anyone else have any? Did anyone die and have a flood? I don't know. It seems a very strange question. Do you miss having a WWE on-air president? I cannot. I can honestly say no. To me, the all that stuff is so played out. Any kind of like president or GMs, all that stuff. I
The
say
commissioner.
just put an end to all that stuff for a while. We don't. It's so played out to me. So no, I don't need one. If you have one, just never see them. And if you need them for whatever, like, oh, there's a reason, they come out and they just say something and then you don't see them. But like a character that's on there every week is really something I don't like at all. Because when Jack Tunney was the president, like, so you only saw him like every couple years. It's not like if Jack Tunney was a weekly character like they are today, like that would have been awful.
I did like Eric Bischoff as a Raw GM back in the day as a heel.
Yeah, some of them were good
as a character on the show.
That's when it kind of started. But then after a while, because then they just like, we have to have a GM all the time. So it's like we always have to fill this role. And it's like, you don't need one unless you have someone that's good at it. You know, like it doesn't have to be a character on the show all the time. That's my take.
So you're saying
I see like Nick
GM,
kind of like the Nick Bockwinkel role when he's in WCW. Like you barely saw him. Just every once in a while, you needed someone to say something. He'd walk out and do something. What did you say, Ludite?
I said so. I should look into GMing as a career.
Yeah, exactly. Can you go to wrestling school to be a GM?
I'm gonna do it, David, and I'll be the best damn GM ever.
That'd be sweet. Who is your favorite wrestling president? Abe Lincoln. Yeah, exactly. I guess that's president. I'm gonna say Jack Tunney just because that's who I remember. Even though he's terrible. He's a terrible character. He sucks.
Well, Bischoff did come on In Your Head and do a good interview. I'll give him that.
All right, that's good. Good. I like that. Brian Matthew Clutter. Did you spend 3 months?
I remember saying he was less of a. Sorry, go ahead.
No, go on.
I remember saying he was less of a diva than the guy from XPW, Homeless Jimmy or somebody like that. You were going to have on. He was like, I just had Eric Bischoff last month, and he was less of a diva than this guy.
Yeah,
it's pretty funny.
Who it was?
Jimmy Webb or something. Jimmy Webb.
Yeah, it was White Trash Johnny Webb.
Oh, Johnny Webb. Yeah.
Yeah. I actually talked to Homeless Jimmy not too long ago. He was interested in doing the show. I got to get back to some of these people. Some of these people like agree to come on, and then they either demand money or they just like stop replying. It's just like, Jesus, just tell me you don't want to do it. It'd be a lot easier.
Yeah, that's weird.
I'm going to find this. Hold on one sec, because someone asked this question. I'll ask the question while I look up. Did Brian Matthew Clutter, did you spend your 3-month anniversary collabing with Dark Side Phil? So, hold on a sec. So, I posted this the other day because last Sunday was me and Sunflower Dragon's 3-month anniversary. Which I post this stuff. Yeah, thank you. Sometimes I post it and I know it's kind of silly to celebrate, but 3 months is a quarter of a year, so it's cool. So anyway, I post this. Sunday was our 3-month anniversary. And this guy replies, collab with Dark Side Phil. And I was just like, what? Because I didn't know what does that mean? Like, why would you reply that to someone's anniversary? Like, does that make sense to me? Because I honestly didn't know what that meant.
I think CM Punk.
And then he replied, you have entered the Dabbleverse, so there's no way I believe you don't know who Dark Side Phil is. But if you don't, he's far more interesting than most of the Dabble stuff. And if you'd get him on or find a way to do his show, it would pop more and draw more than most of the Dabble stuff. That's what I was meaning and insinuating. So you either don't know him at all, which is okay if not. But as online as you've been, I doubt it, and maybe didn't like it or brushed it off. So I still didn't know what he's talking about, so I just put K. Okay. And then he replies, why post if you're going to be dismissive? Either engage or don't be this. It's just immature. Behavior to respond with a K when I cared enough to post a comment initially. It was a serious one, and you act like such. So either say exactly what you mean and stand behind it, or don't even bother at all. Okay?
So
You
what
knew
does that
what
have to do with your anniversary?
Exactly. And then he keeps going. You know what collab meant. You know who Darkside DSP, aka Darkside Phil is, and I congratulated you. So I fail to see what even raised your ire to start with. But it did because you responded and didn't like my initial comment. So you assumed it was negative. It wasn't. It is now. But that's because you took it there, but lacked the balls to just say it straight out.
Wow.
And I was like, what does any of this have to do with anything I posted?
Someone's out there, man.
Yeah, I'm just like, what the fuck is wrong with this dude?
Wow, he
That's
told
just
you.
an insane person.
Yeah, I was just like, what the hell's wrong with this guy?
Mm-hmm.
Brian Matthew Clutter, why don't you think Tommy Dreamer can do whatever he wants now? Because he was fun to watch in the 90s. Brian Matthew Clutter, soft serve or hard dip? I do prefer soft serve ice cream, I have to say. I am more.
Oh, I like
serve
both.
has a lot less. There's a lot less varieties usually soft serve, but if I have the choice, I do prefer soft serve, like a soft serve cone.
The gentle, slow touch of soft serve.
I need to make. I was gonna buy. There's this. It's, what is it called? The Ninja. It's a Ninja ice cream maker, but it's kind of the fancy one that does soft serve, and you can make protein ice cream in it. So
that's cool.
No comment there. No.
Yeah. Well, ejaculation actually is really low in. That's kind of a myth that ejaculation has a lot of protein in it, lutein. So if you're trying to get all your protein through jism, it's not. It's
That's
not really
what I'm doing wrong. Oh.
So if you. Yeah.
I wondered why I thought so was weekend listless.
Neal has been yeah, I'm in the devil. It's not just like around it, I'm in it. I'm like
don't just know the poor food group. Eat up poor food groups.
The old Jack would have given total friend of the week to a 3-month anniversary. Well, part of it is I do kind of think it's funny when I post it. I will admit. But also it's nice.
You're under the influence of Darkside Phil.
I am Darkside Phil, and me and Sunflower Dragon will be streaming again soon. We did a couple shows together, but she once so anyway, she bought new lighting and background and a new camera, and then when she gets that all set up, we will do more live streaming together. It'll be Dabbleverse related, so it's not going to appeal to everybody. I get that, but if you're into that, you can check us out. We're also gonna do some tarot card readings together, and then in November we're gonna live stream from Salem. So that'll be on the Without Your Head page. Brian Matthew Clutter, she's not a fan of wrestling, unfortunately. What percentage of WWE fans will think that a settlement in the McMahon Grant case means that Vince is completely innocent of all wrongdoing? Apparently a lot, because Lexar
over half. I'd say over half at least.
Because everything I've seen of it, they were like, this proves there was nothing to it, blah, 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 blah. I do expect him to come back, though, once it's all over. I bet
that would make me not want to watch.
I agree. Imagine if they're in Saudi Arabia and Vince McMahon's there.
I guarantee you the first time you met the prince, he said, "Oh, I love the way you treat the women in this country, pal."
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Evil.
No, we're actually we're taking online lessons together to know how to use tarot cards. Neither of us really believe this stuff, but it's kind of fun to do. Have you tried dill pickle seasoning on your popcorn? No, that sounds good. By the way, if you would like to send me something like that or anything, you can send it to Neal Jones, P.O. Box 415, Sandwich, Massachusetts, 02563. I'll open it live here on the program. That sounds really good. Yeah, I got the new popcorn maker. And it's, I making popcorn at home is really good. I know it's a revelation to people that popcorn's good, but it is a lot better making your own. Nikhil, one thing Sunflower bought me too is because I eat high protein and not the stuff with Ludites. That's actually who told me that about the myth of. But anyway, I won't say how that conversation came up, but she sent me this it's protein powder is usually like sweet, like you put in a smoothie. She sent me white cheddar protein powder, and so it's savory and so you can put it on popcorn and make cheese popcorn, but it's actually good for high protein. So yeah,
that's cool.
Yeah, it's very good. I'd recommend it. Nikhil Callahan. I agree with Vic in his review of the England-Argentina match. Well said. Okay. But Jurassic Park 2 Lost World is a fantastic movie. Oh. Michael Petrelli can suck it. I can't believe you don't like it.
Well, I was there. I mean, it's not as good as the first one. I really didn't like it.
Yeah, it's not particularly.
Well, Neal agrees too. Yeah, so there you go. So there, Neal agrees with me and not you. So there you go.
Yeah, I mean, Nikhil has a very peculiar taste in movies. I have to say.
You think?
Yeah, he thinks Cliffhanger's better than all the Rockies.
And that awful Battleship movie too. So
yeah, he likes them. Like, good for him though. Good. He likes what he likes. I'll give him that. KJ Orso, also known as Fuego del Sol, is among the talent planned at this week's WWE tryout in Minnesota. Fightful Select has learned. What are your thoughts? Wow. I predict he would do shit all in WWE. He was too small for AEW. They have Ray Phoenix, and he's not even ever seen, and he's a million times better than Fuego del Sol. So. But he is friends with Cody and all those guys, right?
I think so.
That's why he was brought into AEW. 4 years ago today, Ricky Starks beat Danhausen. Then Hook won the FTW Championship in an open challenge before Powerhouse Hobbs turned on Ricky. This was so good. Any memories? No, not really. But it is weird that Ricky Starks beat Danhausen. Now Ricky Starks is like a J-Brone, and Danhausen's friggin' all over television. And Powerhouse Hobbs is, what is his name? Hoist Keys? Or
Royce Keys. Yeah.
Eric Bischoff believes that Dixie Carter was a better wrestling booker than Tony Khan. Come on.
It's crazy.
Did she even booked the show? I don't think she even booked it anyway. Wasn't it always Russo or somebody?
Yeah.
Well, if you're not behind creative.
Who was going to say, I think Vince Russo's a better booker than Tony Khan, I guess. You had to give the credit to Dixie.
Yeah, but he hates Russo, so you wouldn't want to say Russo.
Yeah.
It really doesn't even make sense, the comment. 5 years ago today, AEW produced perhaps the single greatest entrance in their history. Hangman Page with the Dark Order faces the Elite in a 5-on-5 with the Elite winning. What a time in AEW. Any memories? No, I can't. I don't really honestly remember that. I can't imagine it being too great with the Dark Order, to be honest. But wasn't that when he was a drunk? When he's with the Dark Order, I wasn't really a big fan.
Yeah, he was a drunk.
During the ladder match, Jack Perry fucked up Nick Wayne. Wrestling is so fucked up. This guy will complain about the glass not being real. Then he literally knocked a number one contender contract with his head on top of the ladder and ignore it in favor of doing a spot. Thoughts? Man, I didn't even notice that, honestly. That's bad. Oh, I didn't watch the show, so I didn't see it. I didn't watch the pay-per-view. That's too bad. I like Nick Wayne. I think there's a lot of potential there, but you can't just have him on the show with just some guy. Because the money in Nick Wayne is that he's like you just naturally want to see him get beat up. He's like really annoying. And so you
Yeah.
can't just have him as just an interchangeable guy on the show having matches. Plus, like, he's not been on TV for like months, and then he just comes on TV and he gets a title match for no reason. Like, doesn't make any sense. I would put him back with Cage, like just as like the lackey. It would actually work because they kept Cage the same. He's still, a bad guy with Cope, and if he had the lackey Nick Wayne, I think it'd be funny. I think because they were good together. I think.
They were.
Triple H says or at least bring his mom in to manage him, because I think that's a lot of heat too. If like a guy's mom is there managing him and like scolding him and stuff. Triple H says he wishes fans could put their passion for WWE into the talent as opposed to blaming the writing. My reply: to watch complete and utter shit, so TKO don't. I look. I always think that's shitty anyway. This idea that you should just love the show no matter what. Like, if you really don't like it, like, you shouldn't just be like a blithering idiot and blindly love it. Like that.
I don't like it, so I don't watch it.
Yeah, same with
There you go.
Yeah. Today, CM Punk celebrates 3 years as the real AEW World Champion, having introduced the belt on the July 29th, 2023 episode of AEW Collision. Punk hasn't defended the title since All In 2023 due to being fired by the company. Well, that's a good reason not to defend it, I guess. Following a backstage altercation, he has wrestled for WWE ever since. Your thoughts? Yeah, there was an angle that went nowhere, I guess.
Yeah, it was stupid.
Usually when you have like multiple, there's already too many belts already, so when you have multiple world belts, it's usually not good. AEW selling their tickets for £3 for All In. AEW working with an agency to sell cheap tickets to NHS workers. People. Oh well. So it's not that they're selling tickets for £3. They're selling them to the hospital
for
workers.
charities and stuff.
Yeah,
that's good.
Yeah, I think that's nice. Motor City Machine Guns are all elite. Thoughts? I think that's a great pickup, honestly. Like, you can't pick up
but
everybody.
They shouldn't have debuted on Collision.
I agree.
They should have debuted on the pay-per-view, I think, or on Dynamite. It would have been better.
I agree. I guess Collision was live, but it's going to take a lot of building to ever get Collision back to anything important. So, yeah, I think I think it's kind of a lost cause to make Collision anything at this point.
Yeah.
Vic Schiavone's boy Jason Hotch defeated Mustafa Ali to become the international champion in the main event of TNA Impact. Hell yeah. Anyone here a big fan of Jason Hotch?
I didn't know who he was.
Yeah, he's one of those side guys in Mustafa Ali's group. And like Ali's Ali has definitely done better, since going from WWE to TNA. One of those guys is, I always enjoy. He's entertaining, but they did tell a good story. Like Jason Hodge, had his family there, and did a video package of him saying, "I've got to do this for my family," and it was a good story. And they booked him to win the belt. So.
Okay.
But it's TNA, and yeah, like you said, you wouldn't know. You couldn't pick him out of a lineup if.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't want to be. I can't really give a good opinion if I've not seen the show. So, if it's a good story and stuff, that's cool. Lexar, are you a big Jason Hotch fan?
Not really.
Damn.
By the way, I want to clarify that the way you said the WWE fans are kind of like imbeciles, and Triple H telling fans to watch the show and don't complain. I always figured some WWE fans are like that. They're just like, yes, Triple H, yes, Vince McMahon, we'll watch it, the show, and enjoy it.
Yeah, I'm not saying they're all fans. I'm saying he's actually acting like they're. I'm saying he's acting like they're imbeciles. Like, to say you should just like it and shut up. Like, that's kind of stupid. Who would just blindly like anything? Like if you go to a restaurant, you'd be like, "This food's not good." Just like it and eat it. Okay. Go.
That's how most. That's how most
you
of
know,
the fans on Twitter or X feel that way.
Well, then they're
They
morons.
just watch it and enjoy it.
Well, if they like
And
it,
anybody
you should
that-
enjoy it. But if you just watch something and you like it no matter what, that's like that's stupid. That's like crazy. It's like a zombie or something.
That's the mentality of the WWE fans online. They'll defend whatever at all
Is
costs.
that you, Lexa? Is that you, Lexa? Or do you just watch it and love it no matter what it is?
I haven't watched WWE since my cable cut
you go to
off
the
in October, so I'm fine.
If you go to the strip club and like a little skinny ass is shaking in front of you with like acne on its butt and you're not really into it, do you just love it anyway? Or?
Whatever.
Yeah. Okay. If Britt Baker is not brought back for the Rebel, I do not think she will ever. Yeah, I don't know. Britt Baker was like at one point. I think she was the most over woman. But I think at one point she was the most over person on the show. So
I agree.
It's really strange. I would just let her go. I think at some point you either have to use her or let her go. I mean, you're not really even like. Are you really punishing her, or she's getting paid a lot of money for just? I mean, I'll take that. Just sit home and never be on TV and never do anything.
And you
For
still got
hundreds of thousands a year. Yeah. I don't know.
I think it has to be kind of frustrating though, because she's lost 2 years of her career sitting. You can only wrestle for so long.
Yeah, I hate that kind of stuff. I don't like it when any company does it. If she wants out, maybe she doesn't. She's just like happy to do nothing. I don't know.
Maybe Adam Cole played a part in this thing because, like, they used to date and now they split up.
Yeah, but what's that to do with anything? He's not even
Probably
there.
Cole has like
Why would he have any power?
Focus.
He's not even on TV.
He's friends with books.
He's heard all the time. Motor City Machine Guns. Oh, we did that one. Sorry. It's great that
they
AEW
debuted last Thursday.
Yeah, it is nice that they're supporting Rebel. For people who don't know, former co-host on Without Your Head, Tommy Doom, died at a very young age from ALS.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. I didn't know that.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's too bad. R.I.P. to him.
I saw TNA invite LeBron James to TNA. People are laughing at the idea of LeBron James showing up. But this is a man who has been to a WWE Raw show featuring Heidenreich and Trish Stratus for Stevie Richards and Victoria back in 2003. Maybe he just likes shit wrestling. I can't imagine you would invite him if you didn't think he was going to be there. Otherwise, like, you could just invite anybody, couldn't you? Be like, we're inviting, Tom Brady next week. Like, doesn't mean. So I assume they've already talked to him and he's going to be there. Otherwise, like, I can't imagine you'd even invite somebody that's you've not talked to or don't know if he's going to be there. Seems very strange. Because then you're just false advertising, aren't you?
I don't think he's going to be there. I think they're just trying. I don't know. They're just being stupid for inviting anybody. You can think of. I'm inviting George Clooney to TNA Impact and Brad Pitt. They're not going to be there though.
Doing that on the show. Join us next week. I'm inviting Kenny Omega and the Undertaker here in your head. For our big year finale. For the Headies, I've invited Vince McMahon.
For ratings boost, they should just say we're inviting Taylor Swift into the show.
You can't just lie. You can't just lie. You can't just completely false advertise people, or else everyone would do this. You'd be like, go see our movie. Maybe these people are in it that aren't.
Was it Jeff Jarrett knew her family when she was a kid?
Yeah, that's true. She used to babysit his kids.
Yeah.
Will Hobbs says the following. What I did ask Hunter, and he said no problem with it. It was a hell yeah. It was after I signed to do dark matches at every single TV taping. That was every Raw, every SmackDown, every week. for almost 3 months. Once I debuted at the Rumble, people were like, where did he go? I was on the road every single week, opening up the shows. Of course, you're not going to see dark matches unless you're in that city. That's fine. But the bloke wrestled Punk. Yeah, I mean, I don't think that's a big bragging point. You've been in wrestling for a whole long time. You've been on pay-per-views and stuff, and now you're on dark matches for months and not doing shit. I don't think that's something to brag about. I don't know. If Cody wanted to finish his story in 2000, isn't he like 45 or something too, Will Huff? If Cody wanted to finish his story in 2002, let's be realistic. Cody wouldn't even get close to the world title. He'd be on either Heat or Velocity back then. I mean, I don't. Well,
wasn't he like
different then, so.
Wasn't he like 14 years old in 2002?
Yeah. So yeah.
I think they need at the beginning of his career.
Kevin Owens is scheduled to return to WWE very soon. Thoughts?
He lost weight.
Well, that's good. I like Kevin Owens.
That's good.
I was gonna say I don't know at this point but I mean, Sami Zayn finally won the title, so I don't know. I guess something can happen with Owens. He would be a good, honestly. Somebody like him, if he would go to AEW, there's like all these new fresh matchups. You know what I mean?
It would be interesting.
Yeah, at this point, I've seen him in WWE so long. I don't know.
I was hoping he would go when they were rumored when he was negotiating with them with WWE. There were rumors about Kevin Steen going to AEW.
Yeah,
but I guess he got more money from WWE.
Yeah, I definitely think he and Sami Zayn used AEW to make more money off WWE, which is smart.
The first time I ever heard of AEW was Sami Zayn saying it on WWE TV.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What do you think about Laura Diaz? I don't know who that is.
I don't know who that is either.
I saw this on our Facebook. It was a special needs guy with a official titty inspector shirt on the front of TNA.
He was thinking about a different TNA show.
Yeah.
I hate that when you think you're not going to the real titty inspector and you find out it's not the real one. You're like, I just wasted my goddamn time.
What if you went to a TNA bar, Lexar, and you're like, oh, I'm going to see some tits and ass, and you went in there and it was just all total nonstop action?
Like wrestlers on the stage brawling and stuff?
Yeah, I don't know what they'd be doing. But here he is. Yeah, look, this is pretty sweet. This guy's having a good time. You need that
certified
shirt,
titty
Lexar.
inspector.
Yeah. Look,
She looks like Jasmine Sinclair a little bit.
You can't do that shit unlicensed.
Yeah.
Doesn't work.
Yeah, I think
Well,
Lexar, you retired doing the Lexar, didn't you? You don't do that anymore, do you?
I do it on strippers now.
Okay.
You say that like it's noble.
Do you ever tell your mom about like stripper stories?
No. I don't think if I ever made somebody knows, I won't tell them. Sorry.
No, just a bunch of strangers on the internet. That's all, though.
Everybody heard that?
All right. So just real quick, last night on Without Your Head, we did a sci-fi horror night. I was having some chest pains. Here's what happened on the show. All right, and just to let everyone know here at the beginning here, I'm a little under the weather. I've been having a little bit of chest pain. Oh! Nice.
Oh, yeah.
I love that.
Hey, guys.
I was getting worried about you, Neal. I
know.
He was very method in his part.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was really good.
I saw that coming.
There we go. So you can check out the whole show over on Without Your Head.
You fooled me for about 2 seconds there.
Yeah, a couple people said, and then because I put in the title too, they had chest pains. People were like, oh, when I saw the title, I was worried. I was like, oh, I didn't even think about that. But anyway, it was fun.
Is
Fun
that a new
show.
puppet for Arbor Day?
It's actually this puppet was the first time I used a flesh colored. The idea was I was going to make this into a Nasty Neal puppet, but he kind of looks like a penis at the moment. But once I put the beard on and the eyes and the arms and a shirt and stuff, it could, I don't know, eyebrows and stuff. I think there's or maybe I am a talking penis. I don't know.
Yeah, what you're saying is you look like a penis with a beard.
Yeah, this guy's got no chin. I do have more of a chin. But we'll see. He'll either be the Nasty Neal puppet or he'll end up being a penis man. We'll find out.
I say penis man.
All right, I'll make some ball sack for him.
I think I'm gonna have nightmares tonight.
But you'll not get high protein from that, Ludite.
Oh, I'll have low protein nightmares.
All right, fair enough. All right, Stevie, any last words from you for the tonight, not forever, not forever. I mean, just for the evening.
Well, like I said,
and we all wish Stevie well. Stevie, we want you to feel good.
Wish you well.
I thought this podcast got hardcore all of a sudden.
Yeah, SummerSlam's this weekend. I'll watch.
Oh
and,
yeah. Let me go. Let me pull up the card. We'll go
I'm also interested. I'm also interested about all these stories about how they can't sell tickets, whether or not what the buildings gonna look like. Both.
Yeah, I hear they're now selling $25 tickets for SummerSlam.
Where is it, Lexar? Can you make Minnesota?
Minneapolis, Minnesota. Rock listeners country.
Can you take a bus out there?
I could take a Greyhound or Amtrak.
Maybe
but I haven't won Powerball Mega Millions, and the Mega Millions were recently some.
You don't need
Trump
Mega
Florida
Millions
one.
to get a bus and a $25
Oh
ticket.
yes. Hotel tickets.
Just sleep
food.
Sleep on the bus.
I'll take Amtrak maybe.
You're right, though. It does add up. It does add up. So night one, we have a Liv Morgan defending the women's title versus Io Sky. I'm going with Liv Morgan.
Liv Morgan.
Mm-hmm. Liv Morgan.
We have a Hell in the Cell, Oba Femi versus Brock Lesnar.
Brock. You think he'll retire again to Minneapolis?
According to this, the Liv Morgan match is the main event, but I can't imagine that. I don't get this. We saw the retirement match, and now they're still fighting like months later. God, that's worse than Funk. At least Funk took a little time off. He didn't just come back like a month later. Yeah, doesn't Oba Femi have to win?
Yes, Oba.
If not, he's really shit the bib. CM Punk versus Cody Rhodes for the undisputed title. Punk for me. I want Punk to win.
Yeah, Punk.
You were saying earlier that something's got to happen on these shows. How about a Cody Rhodes heel turn?
Yeah, I think it would do him well. I think it's time. We haven't seen it in years, and people have been wanting to see it since his AEW days.
That would really shake up like night one, and then night two they'd all be talking about it at the start of the show.
Yeah. 6-man tag match: LA Knight, Solo Sikoa, and Hoist Keys versus the Bloodline. Who the fuck? This is just a filler match because who the hell cares?
The
about
losers
that?
are the viewers.
Yeah,
who gives a fuck about that?
I mean, they're trying to make Solo a babyface, and this is just like one of those one of those matches from the territory days where you got 6 guys on the roster, and you just say, well, let's just
just to get people on the show
put them in this match.
Yeah. Because what the hell is LA Knight, Solo, and Royce Keys? I guess I'm going to say the Bloodline win because at least it's a real team. So now the Usos are back in the Bloodline? I thought they were out of the Bloodline.
Yes, they're back in.
And Jacob was out too, right?
Jacob's gone down since WrestleMania. They've really dropped the ball with him, I think.
Gunther versus Nick Aldis. That'll probably be good, I guess, but it's just so weird to me. I want Gunther to win. You can't have Nick Aldis beat Gunther, can you? After he retired,
That'd be funny. That'd totally bury Gunther.
Yeah, the GM beats him. The Bella Twins and Paige versus Fatal Influence, JC Jane, Lacey Reed, and Fallon Henley. Who?
These were NXT.
I'll go with the Paige and Bella Twins because I know who they are.
Yeah, boy, man. All right, well can't say that. That's too exciting. I guess Hell in the Cell and Punk. Night 2, but this honestly, like you could put both these shows together and have one like decent card. This doesn't have to be two nights. Trick Williams defending the U.S. title versus Baron Corbin. Oh God.
That'll put butts in the seats in the
Yeah, Jesus. I thought I was finally done seeing Baron Corbin. Sami Zayn versus Finn Balor to determine the number one contendership. Sami Zayn.
Sami, come on.
Yeah, Finn Balor is not very interesting to me. I like Sami. Danhausen versus Dominic Mysterio in a human monies on a pole match.
Another match what I've been through, so.
Yeah, what the hell? There's supposedly $100,000 on a pole. I don't know. Tiffany Stratton versus Jade Cargill versus Chelsea Green versus Charlotte Flair versus Lash Legend. This is for the interim. I hate interim titles. Interim women's champions. Just take the belt off the woman and have this be for the title.
Mm-hmm. Remember the old 6-month rule?
Yes, I don't. I guess I want. I know a lot of people are anti-Charlotte, but I like Charlotte. Charlotte or Jade Cargill, I guess. Penta versus Chad Gable for the Intercontinental title. That should be really good, actually.
Yeah, but who cares? It'll be a good match, but
yeah, it might even steal the show. I mean,
if it's given time, but it probably have like 8 minutes or something. I bet.
Oh, then that might hurt it. Yeah.
And then for the heavyweight champ, good Lord, Roman Reigns versus Seth Rollins. Like, I get there like big, but like, how many times have I seen this?
But
like,
they haven't. It's been 4 years since the last time they wrestled, and that was when the bloodline interfered, and Seth won by disqualification, and he didn't win the belt.
All right.
Didn't this Shield break up like 10 years ago already?
Yeah.
It's been more than that.
I don't know. I guess I just want to say Roman Reigns, but does he like barely ever wrestle? So I really don't.
I'll say Seth. He doesn't take 20 minutes to go to the ring.
Yeah. I really don't like Roman's Reigns matches. It's so much he just stands there and looks at people and like it's just weird it's almost like watching a play instead of like a match. Like
yeah.
They do moves and then they just stand around and look at each other. And then
I agree.
They do 8,000 like spears. It'll be a bunch of chair shots probably. So yeah, I don't know. Maybe it'll win me over. I'll watch it. And I'll go live. So I don't know if I'll go live on the weekend because we'll see. I'll go live sometime after the shows, either the weekend or Monday, and we'll do an extra show covering SummerSlam. All right. Any parting words, Petrelli?
I saw Mike Santana debuted in NXT last week, and they changed his name.
Cruz
or he debuted as a guy with no name. Now he's Cruz Montana. So.
Right.
Yeah.
It's not a bad name, I guess. I don't know. But didn't he debut first? I think they said he was. I don't know.
Well,
I saw he's a lot better shape than he was in AEW, though. So I haven't seen him in
TNA.
I know. I
You mean
never
TNA,
saw.
not
No, I
AEW.
don't. No, I don't, because I never saw his TNA run, and so he's a lot better. He's in a lot better shape than he was in his AEW run. So I don't know. I always liked the team. I always thought the other guy was the star of the group, honestly. So, but good for him.
He's still in AEW, but I don't know what they're doing with him.
He's never around. Any last words, Ludite?
Yeah. I can't think of anything. I'm getting tired for some reason.
That's all right. I'm a boring man. Vic Schiavone, do you have anything to tell everybody out there?
No, just like I said, I'm sure SummerSlam's going to be better than I think it will be.
Enjoy your penis and puppet.
Thank you, Ludite.
There you go. That's my last words.
And any final words from the Mighty One?
Nothing much. I haven't watched WWE in quite some time, but I'm
Those
pumped up for
X-Fans
SummerSlam.
are going to be all right. Oh, you're pumped. All right. Pump it up. Pump it up. Whoa, whoa. WrestleMania. Fighting to survive. Pump it up. Pump it up. All right. I'm going to be live in an hour on the Rob Saul podcast. If anyone wants to listen to me talk about the Dabbleverse, it'll be me and Rob Saul and Grillo, formerly of the Howard Stern Show, and Granny, who probably no one knows unless you're in the Dabbleverse. So if you want to check that out.
Are you going to diss Dirty John?
Who? Oh, John.
Are you going to diss Dirty John?
You mean Stuttering John?
Yeah,
He's supposedly coming back tomorrow. Supposedly he's been away from the Dabbleverse. He's been away from the internet for months now. Actually, when he found out me and Sunflower Dragon were meeting the first time, he got very mad. Kind of lost his mind because he was trying to meet her for 4 years. He was trying to date her for 4 years, and then when he found out we were meeting, he was very upset. And then he's been gone from the internet for like 3 months now. So supposedly he's coming back tomorrow. We'll see. All right. So if you can't get enough of me, you can watch that at 11. And I'll be back. I'm probably going to do some, I have a bunch of Without Your Head interviews. They'll probably pop up over the weekend if you're on Without Your Head. We'll be back at some point to do some SummerSlam reviews, either this weekend or Monday. And then we'll be back next Friday with Live in Your Head. So hit the like, subscribe, share it out, leave comments. And thank you all the Headyverse for coming out and watching the show. All right. Good night, everybody.
Good night.
I'm hitting end. Nothing's happening.
Andre the Giant.
Andre was big. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It was not small. No, no, no. Andre could drink and he could fight. Drink, drink, drink. And fight, fight, fight. Andre was big. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It was not small. No, no, no. Andre could drink and he could fight. Drink, drink, drink. And fight, fight, fight.
Andre the Giant.
Andre was big. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It was not small. No, no, no. Andre was great. He was not bad. A great big heart and a great big man. Andre was big. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It was not small. No, no, no. Andre could drink and he could fight. Drink, drink, drink. And fight, fight, fight.
Andre the Giant.
From Grenoble, France.